In mist and shadows, in a distant mountain valley of beauty above them all, the prince found a place where his dreams will cease and fall. Once King Barov's foes were no more, Gravedigger drowned in blood of war. Ravenloft's life was almost gone, yet she traveled through sadness with her son. Her namesake castle the queen never saw. Hatred curses its walls. The mist has claimed this world. Alright, and on that note, welcome to our stream of Rollers of Fate in Dining in Barovia. I am Cisco, your host and dungeon master, and without further ado, let's meet the real important people here, our heroes. Starting with let's do popcorn DM, okay? Mo, you go first, and then you guys can pass it over, okay?
All right, I am Mo. I am playing Cabal, a blood hunter Goliath, and currently I'm in prison, or behind bars, and I got tons of like goo everywhere that's about to attack me. But apart from that, I will pass it on to Baz. There we go.
Hi all, I'm Baz and I am playing Bloodweight Turtle and I'm a Dampfire Barbarian.
Nice.
Go on, Tom.
Hello everyone, I'm Tom. I'm playing Scratch Wood, Tabaxi Bard, the best singer around.
Why do you sound so sad?
She cannot smile.
Oh yeah, you cannot smile. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass on
Secretly,
to
deep down, he
Yulia.
knows it.
Hello, I'm Yulia. I'm playing Sapphira.
What?
Saphira, I mean.
Oh no.
Oh, terrible.
It's happened.
So she's forgotten the whole character.
I forgot the name. I'm a Wood Elf Moon Druid. And I'll pass it to Neil.
Oh, I play Lilith, the Warforged Cleric of the Grave. I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm sure I'm in a good place, having a good time. And I will pass it to Cisco.
No,
Ooh, okay.
you left this.
Are we missing anyone? Yeah,
Yes.
real.
I know we are.
Martin. Okay, all right. Oh no, I wasn't expecting that. Martin.
Yeah, hi, I'm Martin. Playing Real is a dark and chronology wizard, loves to sleep and hates this dungeon. It's wet and horrible, and there's something in the water.
All right. Amazing. Okay. So now we have everyone. Let me just put a little music, and I will do a recap for you as well.
We forgot a little bit of an announcement. Let me connect it. Can I just go through that while you set that up?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go on, Mo.
Nothing to be sorry about. That's okay. Okay, so for those people that are new to the stream and have not watched our previous episode, please go check us out on our Twitch and on our YouTube channel, which you can find at rollers_of_fate. You can find our VODs uploaded the next day after our stream. All our previous games are on there, and if you are watching, and you'll immediately after the stream finishes be able to see this episode on our Twitch. Also, you can also find our Tuesday game, Candlekeep Mysteries, The Pages of Vergla, which is DM'd by both Cisco and I. Yes. If you have any, you want to send us any love messages or pictures, those who want to send us any of that, please send it to rollersoffatednd@gmail.com. And finally, we have a Twitter channel, which is rollers_of_fate_dnd, where you can catch up on our up-to-date news or any other D&D related news as well. And last but not least, this campaign is a little dark and gory, so viewer discretion is advised. Back to you, Cisco.
Alrighty. Our heroes have returned to a sunny Barovia. In order to return home, they must retrieve 3 items of great power that will aid them in their battle against Strahd Zarovich, first vampire and ruler of the domain. The outsiders travel towards the thorny castle. Lilith contacts Real's master to clarify the plan, and Uhok asks them to retrieve the glove of Bloodwinter hidden in a time pocket. Ex-Thunder returned to Ilimin Liu in search for Marie, his new love, and Cabal had a vision in which Ethra, goddess of the mist, implored him to rethink their cautious actions. Strahd's soul must remain in Barovia, and the vampire's blood is the key to stop the spreading darkness. After crossing the drawbridge, a dark storm overtook the blue skies. Under eyeless gargoyles, the party searched the courtyard, and Saphira's memories of a previous life returned once more. Bloodweight Turtle lifted several portcullises using his unchanged raw strength. Scratch's feline abilities were put to the test, yet his sweet smile remains unseen. The heroes found a back door and explored a maze of a staircase until Lilith re-encountered her mongrel helper, Cyrus Bilbew. Real gave him the trinket gifted by Clovin in Crest. This time, Cyrus was too scared to help. Instead, he divulged some information, led the party to a deadly trap, and escaped. The wounded outsiders moved across the murky water until divided by magical tiles. They responded to Cabal shouts, unaware that many amorphous creatures surround them. Meantime, inside the castle some other place, a younger version of Strahd sips from a goblet as he says, "It has been 33 days since I brought them to my beloved land. My love has finally returned home. They are so close, I smell their sweet fear. They will never leave my castle alive." Alright, and as the air smells of death and rot, there is no light in these catacombs. The stair descends into a black water that fills the arch hallway. The water is 5 feet deep, and our heroes swim. Yet 20 feet ahead, arch doorway leads downwards to each side of the hallway. In each arched doorway, an iron door stands closed and partially submerged. There you hear Cabal voice from beyond the north door. And I'll give you a little bit of visual. Oh, before that, just to mention that this picture that we are showing on the screen is the art from James, as always, amazing. Thank you, James Webster. And this is the overview from Castle Ravenloft, where Saphira was considering whether to plummet herself or not. And this is the art. And then let's give you a map. And you all have initiative, so we'll jump right into it right away. Are you guys ready?
What?
Are you ready to die? No joking.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm all alone.
Let me change the music. Oh,
I think I'm all alone.
yeah, you are very alone. Well, you have a little dwarf there that was very helpful just by telling you one single piece of information, and he's probably gonna die very soon.
Oh my
So
god.
yeah, I'm sure he can help you. Yeah, the black plate. We like the black plate of death. All right.
Do I not see anything with my light?
You see, yeah, actually, let me change your view. I don't know. I know you're in a cell. I don't know why it appears like that, but yeah. Let me just check where your light is here. But it's not your turn. It will be Mr. Scratch on wood.
Okay.
So
Oh my
just
God.
one quick second, Cabal.
Mhm.
How much is your light? It's 20 feet, right?
That's correct.
20 feet bright distance. Okay, so let me change that. And I will change it. Okay, I think that should be better. Let's have a look here. All right, what would you like to do, Scratch? Nope, he's got a door apparently there that blocks your view, it seems, Cabal. I'm sorry,
No
I don't know
problem.
why. What will a Scratch like to do?
So as I have night vision, I would like to advance forward
Yes.
to see what's happening. Yeah, it's this way. Yeah. way?
One
Which way are you
second.
going? Sorry.
You can move forward. Yeah, each
This way forward?
Forward is where Bloodwick is. Yeah.
I don't see him.
He is right in front of you.
I will point
Everything is so small,
the place
sorry.
where Cabal steps, so he doesn't step in the same way.
Okay.
So we're going this way, no?
Okay. Which way exactly did you take, Scratch? Just
I
point.
was looking straight forward because I can see already there is opening.
All right. So okay. So you just point. Could you mark with an arrow the way you moved exactly, please? Because it's important from when you were.
How do I put the arrow? Wait. Like this? No. That's not the one
Yeah.
side.
You click on the little ruler with the circle.
Like this? Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, and then you mark from where you were. Yeah. So start where Saphira is, her icon, and tell exactly which position you move to, please.
God, now I cannot move my icon because I do the arrow. What I do now?
All right, so just go back and move your icon one by one. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll move
but
you
I
back.
click
Just
this
do one by one. That's
arrow
okay.
and I'm
Just
not sure how to
unclick
go back.
it. Yeah, just click on the very top of that same place where all those options are. There is another one that is a little arrow, very top, the very top one option. If you click there, then that will give you back control of your icon.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and
All
then
right.
go one by one. Move one square by one.
2.
Just move one and move your icon. Then move another. Yeah, move your icon.
Okay.
Just do like
Don't
that.
step there. That's where Cabal disappeared. On that point.
Where?
I think he disappeared from this one.
All right. As you step there, you realize that whatever was there is no longer there anymore. The traps only work once per day.
Okay.
Luckily for you.
Okay,
Keep
so I
going.
go this
So
way.
keep going. Okay. All right. Okay. As you step in there, you hear a whooshing sound. And
Okay.
Scratch is gone.
But there is
Scratch.
nothing.
You are in jail.
Of course, that's the whole point. If you could see the trap, it would be fun. So you are in another jail cell. Out of the sudden, you are submerged in 5 feet of water like you were before. And you are there on a cell, and you hear Cabal's voice on the opposite cell, but the cell door is locked. What would you like to do?
Do I hear Cabal? Is he talking to someone or he's alone that I can see on the picture?
No, as you are on the cell, you also realize that there is another creature on the cell. 2 creatures. One is underneath the water, right where you are, and another one is a dwarf, dressed up as a servant.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. Oh,
He
hi there.
says,
What's going on? How did I happen to be here? I
Scratch,
was
is
just
that
walking in
you?
the corridor a second ago. Who are you? What are you doing here? What am I doing here?
you can hear that, Cabal. You might have fallen in some kind of trap. I mean, I'm here because I misbehaved myself, and when the master gets angry, he just puts you in a cell.
But this is not even a cell. This is a swimming pool. It's awful here.
Scratch.
Yeah, be
it
careful.
down?
You.
Scratch.
Yes, it's.
Stop talking to him. Focus. There's creatures around.
Where are you? Are you here as well? No, I can't.
He can see
Are
my
you
light,
invisible?
right?
Yeah, you will see that there is another portcullis door that is locked, and you see Cabal there with his light on his weapon.
Ah, there you are. There you are. Okay, okay. What the hell is happening? I mean, I was just walking and then now I'm all wet.
As you are talking, you realize that there is a creature hidden on the water. Even your dark vision, you still have problems to see properly, and it's just looming on top of you. What would you like to do?
I mean, I don't want to be in the water. I'm a tabaxi. I'm just gonna jump out.
Okay. And what do you do when you jump out? You go on the wall. The walls are 10 feet tall.
Yeah, I can climb.
So you climb how long up on the wall?
How much movement do I have left?
You have a lot of movement, but the wall is only 10 feet high.
So if it's only 10 feet high, I just go 10 feet, I guess.
All right. As you move 10 feet high, the creature will take an opportunity attack on you. All right. Okay. Sorry, one quick second, because I just realized I opened the wrong one. Yeah, okay. Now that's the one. Yep. Okay. Okay. Fortunately for you, it will miss you with a 12. And you are there on top of the thing. You still have an action. Anything else from you?
What are you doing? Who is this? What is this creature here doing?
You see some kind of blob of ooze, like completely amorphous, kind of gray in color. It looks almost invisible inside the water. And it's like floating, kind of swimming, and you realize that it's about to follow you somehow. Any action?
What is this creature? I'm just gonna speak to the dwarf. Why is it attacking me? I don't want to be here.
But do something. I don't have any weapons. Are you crazy? Stop talking and act. We're gonna
was here with you all the time. What are you talking about?
just do something, please.
But why did it attack you?
Out of character, just do something, or your tongue you will be dodging. It's been too long now. So what do you like to do? He's attacking you because you are a cat. I don't know, and you're black like it.
Oh.
Come on. He is our gray creature.
My character should disappear, sorry. I'm gonna cast God. Here my firebolt.
Okay, make a range attack disadvantage. Even with your dark vision, this water is completely murky black, and your dark vision without magical effects, you are not sure exact position of the creature. Whoa! Wow! Natural 20 and a 1. Okay, so that will miss the creature with an 11, unfortunately. Okay, anything else from you?
No. I just
All
climb.
right.
I've just used my movement to climb as far as I can for it.
Okay. All right. Cool. And that will be a scratch. After a scratch, the creature's turn will come. So the creature will start climbing up and catching up with you, climbing 10 feet up the wall as well. And you can see that he's stuck to the wall at this point, and he will try to attack you once more. All right, he will miss you again with a 7. And then Cabal, you notice there is, well, you see the creatures on the water. They can see you as well because you have a magical weapon. So they will attack you twice as well. Oh my god, there is fireworks going on outside. Sorry, you can hear it on the stream. So first attack will be a 17 to hit.
I parry it away. Get off me! Splash back into the water.
And the second creature will attack you as well with a 13 to hit, and it will also miss. All right, moving back to the room where everyone else is, you have creatures everywhere. So they will start taking attacks. That will be... Okay, so 2 attacks on Lilith to start. Actually, 3 attacks on Lilith. All right, first attack. Ooh, wow, 23 to hit, that's your AC, yay! Amazing.
That is my AC.
All right, so Lilith, as he hits you, you will take 2 points of bludgeoning damage and 9 acid. But the really bad thing is that straight away your armor class is decreased by 1 until you take a short rest. So
Okay.
your new AC will be 22 now.
Yep.
And then the other two creatures will try to attack you as well. Wow, I'm fucking rolling like crazy for you only. I'm sorry, Lilith. So that will be another 6 points of bludgeoning and another 5 damage of acid, and your AC will go down to 21 again. And last attack, natural 20. Fucking hell, I'm sorry.
I'll
Do you want-
negate the natural 20.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, do you wanna do something about it? So without the crit, the damage will be 3 bludgeoning and 6 acid, and then your AC will go down to 20 now.
Okay.
All right, and then how high is Claudio flying in the air, actually?
I have no idea. So he was just put there.
All right, roll a d6. Roll a d4 because the wall is 2. Yeah, that's good. So he is 20 feet up in the air. So the creature will move 20 feet up on the wall and try to attack Claudio. If he was 10 more feet, he would have not been able to. They have a... Oh, okay. That will miss Claudio with a 15. I believe his AC is more than that. He's 16 now, right? You want me to double check?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Neil, do you have Warcaster?
I do.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
Would he be able to take an opportunity attack?
You are being really metagaming and you are not there. Of course, he will be
I
able to take an
wouldn't
opportunity
because
attack.
I used my reaction to stop the natural 20.
Oh, wow. Okay, that uses your reaction. Okay, so yeah.
I think so. I will check.
I don't think it does, actually.
I'll double check.
So you could take an opportunity attack now, if you
I
want.
think already does.
Yeah, it does. Path of the
Yeah.
Grave. Oh, it does. Oh, amazing. Okay, that's
Okay.
good to know.
Oh, I typed grave as the grave and it's
Sorry,
showing all the
Mo.
cemeteries.
What, Neil? Sorry?
I typed grave of the grave and it's showing me all the cemeteries in London.
Oh, no. That's bad. Actually, his AC is 15. So Claudio will be hit by that with 3 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 acid, and his AC will go down
he's
to
not-
14.
he's not wearing
Actually, he's
armor.
not wearing armor. Yeah, he's true.
Yeah.
His AC will not change. It's his natural armor, and that will be that. And then that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so one more attack on Saphira now. All right, Saphira, you see this blob, tentacle stretching on your direction, and that will be a 17 to hit. What is your AC, Saphira?
It hits. Definitely hits.
You have a AC. You have an armor, though. I was gonna tell you actually. I forgot to send you a message. I saw in your character's sheet your AC is 13, but we discussed that you have an armor made of. It was some non-metal material. I can't remember exactly.
Grass.
I think
Made of grass.
no, it wasn't grass.
Made of brick.
But I believe
Dragon
your AC
scale?
should. Yeah, I think your AC should be 16, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But it will still hit, so just change it for now, and we'll double check it after the session. But it's definitely 16 for sure.
Mithril.
Your dex is +2, yeah. So I think it was like a 14 plus your dex, if I believe, or something like that.
Okay.
All right, and that will be 2 points of bludgeoning damage, 8 acid, and your AC will go down to 50. Actually, it's not metal, so your AC doesn't get affected. All right, and then
How much damage was that?
2 bludgeoning and 8 acid.
Okay.
All right, and then now that this creature will move here, and that will be the last attack. 1 on Bloodwick, 1 on Real, and actually 2 on Bloodwick and 2 on Real from each side. So I'll start with you, Real. First attack with the little tentacle, 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Second attack will miss. So with the 24, you will get 5 bludgeoning and 9 acid damage. And your armor is mage armor, right? So
Yeah.
it's not affected by it. And then 2 attacks on Bloodwick. as this tentacle weird blob tries to get you with an 18 to hit, Bloodwick.
Yeah.
All right. And the second one, 15 will miss. So with the 18, you will take 3 bludgeoning and 6 acid, and your AC will go down by 1. So your AC will be now
16.
16. Yeah. Bloodwick. Okay. Amazing. Cool. And that will be the devastating creature's turn. After that will be Saphira. Cabal, you're on deck.
Am I in the initiative?
Yeah, you all are. You actually,
Oh.
you are on a 12. Yeah, so you got Saphira and 16, Cabal 14, Lilith 12, Real 9, 8.
I just can see the turn order.
Oh yeah, no, it's just in a different map. If you guys want,
Okay.
I'll just keep narrating it if it's okay, just to make it simpler, like in the old times. So yeah, you are after Cabal. All right, Saphira, what would you like to do? Just remember the space limitations. If you want a wild shape, you need to make sure you fit in there without moving any creatures.
Okay. I will. Oh dear. So there's 1, 2, 3. I don't know what to do. Okay, I will. I will use my bonus action and cast Guardian of Nature on myself.
Ooh. What does that do, if you could regale us, please?
I'm gonna try and... I don't know what to... Should come up.
Okay, amazing, yeah. So you... Okay. All right, so it does a lot of different things. Does Saphira look any... How does Saphira look as you cast this, actually?
So, her
Which one do you
skin kind
choose?
of...
Which one do you choose, the Primal Beast or the Great Tree?
Oh no, I have to choose one of them.
Yeah.
Damn.
You don't get both.
So you want to
Wow.
be fairy or you want to be leafy? Let's say like that.
I will... I will choose the... I'll choose the second one, just in case.
The great tree, yeah? So
Yes.
how will you look like as
So
you
her...
cast this?
You can kind of see bark kind of like appearing on her body, and then leaves through her hair and face and everything.
All right,
And
amazing.
after that, just gonna add my temporary hit points.
Yeah, cool.
She will put her hand in front of her, and you'll see like a fiery blade appearing in her hand. So she will cast Flame Blade at 4th level. Yeah.
Okay.
And attack... I don't know what I did.
Yeah, you just
I think
roll
I
a
attacked.
17. Yeah, that hits.
And I will attack this one.
All right. So you hit it with 13 points of damage, that is, right?
Yep.
Okay. You see the creature is wounded dramatically. You can see they are not very strong at all.
Oh. Okay.
All right. And I guess that you want to move?
No, I'll stay there, and my blade gives off, I think, 10 feet of light.
10 feet of light. Okay, yeah, that will be helpful for the others that don't have dark vision. All right, so just I'll put a little aura for you if it's okay, and then after you we move back to the top of the cell with Cabal. As you are there, you can see in the water 2 of these creatures are
Wait, I
assailing
missed
you.
my turn altogether.
No, you're
You
after
are
me.
after Cabal, sorry. Then
Okay.
it's Real, and then it's Bloodwick.
I will, seeing these creatures, I'll Scratch, are you alright? Can you hear me?
Yeah, there is some nasty creature here. It's trying to attack me.
I've
Are you
got
okay
two of
there?
them here. Yes, I am. I'm gonna take care of them now, and I'm gonna like a fisherman using like a harpoon. I'm just gonna go straight into the water and try to kind of stab the first one closest to me first.
Okay.
As the water, they're not undead. I'm assuming.
Yep.
For the
They
purpose
don't
of-
seem to be undead. Sorry, I'm trying to put your auras of here. I kind of forgot how to be a player. Could you do it, please? I'm sorry.
All right, first attack.
All right. I will be at disadvantage even with your magical light
It will
because
be a
the water
disadvantage.
is completely opaque.
Okay, that's a 12.
A 12 will unfortunately miss.
All right, that's my first attack. Second attack.
Okay.
Already with disadvantage. No. Nope, that's an 11.
Oh, damn it. That will also miss, unfortunately.
All right. I will attempt to hit with my. What should I try to do? No. Okay. Yeah, and as a bonus action, I will try to attack it with the back of the glaive as well. Try to whack it.
All right. Amazing. Whack, whack.
Just a 11. Oh wow.
Damn it.
That's some
Wow, you're
terrible
plus
rolls.
3 modifier, bro. You see, it's coming up.
Yeah, I know. All right.
It's like to taunt you.
And then
with
I'll just
this.
kind of. They're very hard to hit. Be careful. And I will end my turn there.
All right. After you will be Lilith and Claudio, and then Real, you're on deck after that.
Okay, I will do Spirit Guardians and Sanctuary.
Oh, nice. Cool. I love that combo. Amazing.
I haven't
That's,
played it in a
Lilith's
while.
signature. Okay. No, that's good. Very good move. Okay. And what would you like your little friend to do?
I will.
So we said he was 20 feet up in the air. I'll just put a 2 there. Okay.
How high is the ceiling?
Let me make sure because I know on the cells they are 20 feet, 10 feet. But let me make sure here. Just one quick second. Issue, let's play in here. Okay. The ceiling is okay. The corridor is 40 feet long, branching out for splits in cells. Each door, blah blah blah. All right. The ceiling is 20 feet on this area.
Okay. I would say for him to come down to like my shoulder level and then try and yeah, he'll come down and then fireball the one that's crawling up on the ceiling.
All right. The one above you or the one parallel,
The one above.
kind of like above,
The one
right,
above.
right on top. Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Claudio has that vision, so even though now with your light as well, actually you still have light going in your coin, so he can make an attack roll. 2
Okay.
actually. All right. Wow. Nice. So with the first attack, Claudio will hit, and you will see the creature is damaged greatly.
Okay, you'll hear Lilith encourage Claudio. That's it, Claudio. Get him again.
Yeah, of course, mistress. I got this. They are so ugly. Wow. And your encouragement went quite well. All right. So that will be actually, that's their
They even
AC.
hit. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
that's just hits as Claudio throws this fire towards the creature. Will you describe to us how it looks like as it dies, Lilith?
You'll see him getting encouraged, and he kind of has both his hands up, like, "Yes, I can do this." And then as he's getting encouraged, you see both his fists kind of start glowing with little specks of flame popping out. And then he puts them both together and creates a little small flame, which he throws at the creature that's on the ceiling. And as soon as he
Wow.
hits it, the whole creature just engulfs in flame, and then kind of starts sliding down the wall, just kind of like melted marshmallow.
Yeah, amazing. You make some nice, like it smells like burnt marshmallows, like smoke. How do they call it? Smoke, something like
S'mores.
smokes. Yes, s'mores.
S'more.
Yeah, that's it. All right, amazing, cool. And that will be Lilith and Claudio, right?
Yes.
All right, amazing. Real, you are after, and after you will be Bloodwick Turtle. So let's go, Real. What would you like to do?
So I can see these guys.
Yeah,
Behind-
you just because you have the light from Saphira now, you just see them vaguely. Yeah,
I mean, I
you
have-
know they are.
I have. Okay. Sure.
Do you have that vision? I always forget you don't, right?
No. I need. That's why I have the dark vision spell.
All right, but
okay.
these creatures are submerging water, so there will be disadvantage to hit them.
Yeah, but I'm just going to cast Mind Sliver, so it has to do an intelligence
Ooh.
saving throw.
Okay, is it any limitation on what intelligence they need to have to do this?
It
Or no?
doesn't say. No.
Okay. All right. So how many creatures? Oh, you got it there for
Just
me.
the
Thank you.
one creature.
All right, one creature. Okay, so
So the
you
one in
do
front
for
of
the
me.
one right in front of you. All
Yeah,
right, it will make an intelligence saving throw. You said? Oh my God! Good
Yeah.
luck for it. If he succeeds, oh no, this is the wrong roll. My apologies. Intelligence saving throw. They don't have anything with their super intelligence. They roll a 10, and it's actually a 5. So yeah, that's how clever they are. All right, tell me what it does.
3d6.
Wow, amazing. Psychic damage. You see from their earless bodies, some blackened ooze starts to come out of it as they take this damage, as he takes this damage.
13 damage,
All right, amazing.
and they will take 1d4 out of the next saving throw that they do.
1d4 out of the saving throw. Okay, cool. Amazing.
Before the end of my test turn, that's my. And then bonus action, I will probably end up in jail, but I'm going to miss this step here.
Ooh. All right. Yeah, you are fine. As you miss the
And-
step, you see this door that is closed, and that's where you heard Cabal voice coming from, and Scratch as well.
Okay, so I'll do 10.
So it's all difficult terrain. I put it there to
20.
remind myself and you guys.
So that's 20 feet. And would it be like a free interaction to try to open the door?
Actually,
Yeah,
just
just to
one
push.
quick second. You moved yourself where? Just remind me again.
Yeah, I went in a
Yes.
straight line. I went there and then there. So if there's
Okay.
anything there, I will
Yeah,
go
no, you're
into
fine.
jail.
You're fine. Oh,
wow.
actually, yeah. Oh, God, you're tricking
Okay.
me. All
No,
right.
I started there. I missed a step there.
Okay, you
and
are
then,
fine
I
there.
did one and then I did
Okay.
two.
All right,
So-
that's perfect. Yeah, and you see this door right there.
And I
Okay.
would try to. Is there a handle? I would just try to. If there's a free action, I
Okay.
would try to just try to see if
Yeah,
it
you try to open it and you realize it's locked. You
Okay.
will need take you a little bit more than to open
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No problems. That's
All
my turn.
right, cool. Mr. Bloodwick, and then Scratch on Wood. You are after him. What would you like to do, Bloodwick? You see your fellow companions keep falling in traps, and creatures are there in the water.
Well, I'll leave the ones in the water for now. And I'll look behind me, see that Saphira, is it Saphira? Yeah,
Yeah.
Saphira and Lilith have been surrounded by
Okay.
quite a lot of them, so I'm gonna attack this one first.
Let me just move you 1 second. I want to make sure. It's got so many lights. I
Look,
cannot see if
We
you
saw
guys
the
are on
next
the
room,
water.
guys.
No, yeah, no. You are out of the water at this point. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, so you attack the one behind you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll Rage, Reckless, and Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
Bad Weapon Master, and
Alright. So everything. Reckless, Great Weapon, Grand Weapon Master, all. Okay, let's do it. Okay, unfortunately will be a disadvantage. Actually, no, if you attack the one behind, you're fine. Because
Yeah,
you
the
have
one
that
behind.
vision and it's, yeah, that's fine. So 25 to hit. That will definitely hit. And as you hit it, will you do cold or fire?
Fire.
Okay, they seem to be taking a little bit less damage than they should. They seem to be okay with. They seem to be some kind of resistant to fire. But however, as you hit it with an 11 points of damage, will you describe to us how you kill this creature in front of you?
I just chop it in half, and half again, and half again.
Oh wow! So you start making some kind of sashimi on the fly here, like
Yeah.
black, like a what's his name? I mean, like a sea cucumber sashimi. That's what it looks like. And you just see all these slides. Amazing. All right, one more attack if you want to.
Can I attack this one, or do I have to move?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, you can go for that one. Oh wow. Okay, so that will be a 14 to hit. That will just hit as well.
I'll do cold this time.
All right. Okay, and this was a trick question. As you do cold, you realize he's slightly resistant to it too. But yeah, but it still does damage. That will be a total of 19 points of damage with that, and the creature is very wounded at this point after that damage.
I get one more attack, don't I?
I believe you have 2 only, unless
I got
there
extra
is
attack.
something. You have 3 now?
No, probably just 2 still. That's fine.
Yeah, I believe so. We'll double check, but I think it's still 2. All right.
Yep, that's it.
Cool. All right, and after you, Bloodwick, we go back to the top of initiative as you are battling there, scratching wood with a creature that is following you up the wall. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna look back, look at the dwarf. You wanna get out of here?
Yeah, that would be great.
Would you help me?
Of course, I'll help you if you get me out. What are
promise?
you? Are you a
You
cat?
promise? You
Of
promise?
course, I promise across my heart, my dwarven heart, and he makes this kind of sign like across in the water because he's fully submerged. Being a dwarf, he's
I'm
actually
just
swimming.
gonna extend one of my claws, cut my hand, and give it to him. You promise on blood.
Oh wow.
Yes,
I'm gonna cut his hand as well if I'm gonna hold the claw.
yeah, you do
You
that.
gotta promise you're gonna help me.
You
Okay,
crazy?
I cut his hand. I'm gonna grab his hand to seal the deal, and I'm gonna dimension door outside.
Okay, 1 second. Let's check some things because. All right, so dimension door, amazing. Yeah, he takes your hand. I'll assume you go down a little bit and grab his hand.
Yeah,
And there, and he just takes it. And where would you like to dimension door to?
just outside, just here, kind of like to. I guess it's. I assume from the location is gonna be corridor going like downwards.
Okay, yeah.
So that's what I'm assuming. So I know Cabal is next door, so I just wanna kind of get to the door to try to get Cabal out.
All right, sure. So you teleport yourself out.
Yeah.
You hear a whooshing sound, and then Scratch and the dwarf are out of the cell.
Cabal,
And the
are you okay
creature
there?
looks at you.
I am occupied at the moment.
Yeah, okay, I'm out already. We're gonna try to open the door.
Careful,
Can
there
you
might
open
be
the
more
door?
outside.
Dwarf? What's your
Two
name?
here.
What's your name?
My name is Bozim.
Okay, Bozin, can you open the door?
I don't have any devices to open the door. Let me just try, and he will try to kick the door. Let's do. Why not?
Oh wow.
All right. Let me check the DC. So that will be a strength check. 17, let's say. With a 20, he actually bangs the door open.
And I'm just gonna grab Cabal and pull him out and close the door if I can for a narrative.
With a narrative, let's say that you help, you holding Cabal's hand and pulling him, but you won't be able to push him physically out of there yourself.
Yeah.
All right, and you are there, and they will. Okay, and the dwarf. Okay, so anything else from you, Scratch?
Good job, Bozam.
Oh, that's all right. Thank you, Mr. Cat. What's your name?
My name is Scratch.
Oh, nice to meet you. You are very, very loyal. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I couldn't leave you there. There was a clear death sentence there if you stay there.
Oh, I got bad news for you. The creatures go through the cells, they can squeeze. Oh, damn it! And then you see that as he's talking, the creature there just bites into his side. And he hits him with a 23. And you see as he takes 6 bludgeoning and 7 acid damage, his whole body just goes limp and starts floating on the water. And that was the last time you saw Bozin alive. All right, and
what?
Then
you killed the dwarf.
He just died. And then the other creature will start squeezing through the bars as well. It makes some kind of sound like that, and you see them. They are able to shape themselves and fit through a 1 inch wide without having to squeeze at all. And he will come to you, all angry, Scratchovich, to hit you. Wow. Okay, with a natural 20, he will hit you for 12 points of bludgeoning damage and 14 acid, and your AC will go 1 by 1 as well. Okay.
Almost dead.
All right, that's unfortunate, I'm sorry, but these creatures have no brain. So what is your AC now? So your AC will be 16 now, yeah? After this hit. So that will stay there for now. All right, and then another creature will try to attack Cabal. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, he will miss you, Cabal, with an 8. Okay, and how many?
Are you doing the ones in my aura?
Yeah, not yet. I'm getting to them all now. You can actually roll damage now, please, as I'm coming to them right now. So let's do a save for all of them because it's too many of them. So wisdom saving throw, 1 save. Okay, they all fail. Nice. So they take 12 points of damage each. All right, so let's start one by one. So the one on the top, minus 12. This starts to look wounded. The one adjacent to you as well starts to look wounded too. And another one here, also wounded. Okay. And then this one is just on your aura as well. So that one, as you hit it, as the Spirit Guardians materialize, will you describe to us how the Spirit Guardians look like and kill this creature? Because after that hit, they will die. It will die.
From afar, they would kind of look like small glowing orbs, but as you get closer, they look like tiny warriors. You see them flying through the creature. As they do, they're just punching little holes into the body and coming out through the other end. And it's just like a swarm of these little lights going through the creature until the creature just falls limp on his side, littered with just holes going through it.
Amazing. Yeah, it's almost like a Freddy Krueger's death. Remember, one of the ones explodes with all this light and holes of light as it push, and it bursts. All right, amazing. And after that devastating attack, then they will make some attacks themselves and move. So they will attack twice. Bloodwick at advantage, as you were reckless before. So first attack at advantage towards you, Bloodwick. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's not appearing there. Yeah, no, it is appearing as a natural 20 as well. Fucking hell, I'm rolling like crazy. Lilith, you don't have reaction yet? No, yeah, you do, actually. If you want, you could cancel that.
Who's getting hit?
Bloodwick is getting hit with a natural 20.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Am I only meant to have like limited range?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
More
But,
people.
yeah, I think it's 30 feet, I believe, and you use your reaction once more to do this. You gain the ability as a reaction. You can
Can
see
I
actually.
see the person who's getting hit?
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm actually checking your light aura, and it's a bit out of your range, so you will not be able to help him at this point.
Because I don't see him at all on the map.
Yeah, he's actually out of your range in terms of
20?
light.
Okay.
Yeah, because the 20 feet aura is just out of him, I believe. 1, 2, 3, that's 15. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can see him. You can see him, actually. So do you need to see him? Yeah, not the creature. So then it's fine.
I need to
So
see
you
him.
can do it. Yeah, so you can do
cool.
it. So no problem. So that will be half instead of that then. So that will be 4 points of bludgeoning and 1 point of acid damage. And your AC will drop to 15 Bloodwick. All right. And then that was one of the attacks. And then the second attack, also at advantage because they're reckless. All right. And that will be 20 to hit. For 6 points of bludgeoning and 11 acid, and your AC will go down to 14 now. How are you looking, Bloodwick? Okay, I guess you're looking well. You don't say anything. All right. And then this creature will move towards you, and they will do 2 attacks on you, Lilith, and 1 on Claudio. And 1 on Saphira. So let's start with you, Lily. That is the hardest to hit.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh yes, of course. Okay. Oh no, they're so gonna fail. Damn you. All right. Actually, so let's say that's at the 2. Yep, they both fail. So they do not attack you. Instead, they will move down a little bit and try to squeeze on the wall and be kind of on top of you. And they will instead attack Claudio twice. All right, so let's do the attacks together. So let's say these are the 2 attacks all at once, and they do the set damage just to speed this up. All right, so okay, so 9 plus 0, so that would be that will miss Claudio first attack. So 1 attack will hit Claudio, the other one will miss. As he hits him, it will be 6 bludgeoning and 4 acid. Okay, and that will be only 1 attack left on Saphira now. So yeah, so 2 attacks. No, actually 2 attacks on Saphira as well. All right, so 2 attacks on Saphira. Cool. So that will be a 14 and a 12. I think that will miss you both, Saphira. Yep,
Yes.
they will. Amazing. So that will be the end of the turn of these creatures. After that, after them is you, Saphira. Then it's Cabal, you're on deck. What would you like to do, Saphira?
I'm gonna attack the one that tried to hit me.
All right. Amazing. Okay, so the one just adjacent to you. Cool. Go for it. So you attack it once more with what are you
Blade.
using again?
Oh,
The blade, yeah?
yeah.
Actually, when he hits you, did he miss you? He missed you actually. No, have to do anything. All right, that will be a natural 1, is it?
Yeah,
Oh dear. All right, make a fate roll.
That's a 4.
All right, as you do the thing and try to hit this creature, you realize that by doing so, your staff falls on the floor.
My what?
Your staff, your quarter staff that you're holding on the other hand, just falls on the floor and is kind of like there, laying down. So you'll have to use your interaction to pick it up if you want.
Yes, I would like to do that very much.
All right. Amazing. The creature will take the... No, it's not a save, it's an attack. So yeah, it will miss it. Cool. And anything else? Any bonus action or anything from you?
No.
All right, okay. Cabal, you are next. Lilith, you are on deck. And Lilith and Claudio after that.
Now the
Alright.
the gate's open, right?
Why is this? Yeah, why is this guy here on the initiative? I wonder. He shouldn't be there. Get out of there. Okay, yeah, the gate is open. There is a corpse floating on the water, and you see a scratch there as well.
Where are the two
Whoa.
creatures?
The two creatures make a perception check.
Sorry,
At
first
advantage.
where's the gate? Which is the gate open here?
The gate is open here. Just
This
between
side?
you and the scratch is actually the gate. Yeah.
I can't see Scratch, so
Okay, just the gate is on your right in front of you.
right in front of me. So and Scratch is right
I
there.
cannot change it. Yeah, scratch is right in there. I just
Okay.
can't change it because it's like it's limiting the map visibility. It's not your icon or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So if you move, you will bump into scratch on your right.
All right, but does it look
And
like
the
there's
two
enough
creatures-
Because I can't see anything beyond.
Yeah, you can squeeze. Yeah, you can squeeze past. Make a perception check. I will say will have been a disadvantage, so a straight roll, and I'll tell you whether you see the creatures or not.
Perception.
Yeah, a straight roll.
That's a 5.
All right, you aren't sure of where the creatures are. They are submerged in the water.
So it's disadvantage on attack.
At
Or I can't
the,
attack.
you can guess where they are, but there is a door in between as well.
Well, the
so-
one that just attacked me before, I'm gonna strike that one. I'm assuming where it is.
All right,
and then
yeah,
attack
yeah.
the
You
second
see its tentacle is kind of like roughly the gate. I mean, the doors are made of like bars, so you can see kind of roughly that is there, but it will still be a disadvantage.
one. No problem. I will again use my fishing technique of spearing and strike it. See if I hit
All
this
right,
time.
amazing.
Nope, that's a natural 1.
All right, make a fate roll. All right. You feel for a second that your glaive almost got it stuck on the wall, but you managed to overcome it. And it
These
does
creatures
not.
are so difficult to hit. Scratch,
That's
stop
the kind of
standing
sound
around.
that-
That guy is dead. Do something. And I'm gonna strike that again.
Alright.
Creature. Well, again, we'll try to. That's a 22 to hit this time.
All right, yeah, that will definitely hit. You're on mute, Scratch. All right, yeah. And that will be 5 radiant and 19 slashing as you hit the creature. You realize that there is like a kind of sound, and the creature is very damaged.
And I'll use my bonus action to try to hit it with the bludgeoning side of it as well.
All right, amazing.
Damn it.
Okay, that will not be enough, unfortunately. You try to hit it, the creature keeps moving and reshaping itself. Imagine it's like a blandy bloop, you know? I don't know how if you call that in English, but it's kind of like a squeegee mass, and it keeps moving and changing. All right, and
That's my turn.
any movement from Cabal?
No, I know
could
it's
get out of
nearby,
there if you
and I
want.
know I'm just going to kind of sit there and keep an eye on Scratch, because I know if we try to move away, he'll hit either one of us. So I'll just,
All right,
that'll be my turn.
amazing. Lilith, you are next, and Real, you are on deck after that. As you are there still, with all these creatures wounded all around you, what would you like to do, Lilith? You're on mute, Neil. I can hear Neil saying, yeah, I would like to.
That's exactly what happened.
No, I'm sorry. That's what you got me here for.
All right, so I will use my action to dodge, and
Good
with
call.
Claudio, I would have him disengage.
Okay.
And who is this person?
That's your compatriot Bloodwick.
Oh,
with his
okay, the new icon.
badass icon. Yeah, it's like a little
Yeah.
white hair, kind of
Cool. So
grayish
these
skin.
guys, he will fly over here.
Okay, yeah, he can successfully do that. He will go. Actually, he disengage, and you want him to stay still 5 feet off the ground, or you want him to go a bit higher now?
Yeah, I'll have him up 20 feet.
Okay, all right, good call. So let me just modify. I'll put a 2, so each number is 10 feet. So that's 20 feet up. Okay, amazing. Cool. And that will be Lilith and Claudio's turn. Real, you are next, and then Bloodwick, you are after that. What would you like to do? You see this door closed in front of you.
Well, I can't really open it, so I will step back and see if I can see one of those things.
Okay.
Can I see either one?
From there, I will say, do you have any kind of artificial light, any torch or anything?
Only whatever Saphira was giving, so I don't know how.
All right.
big
So
the area
let's say if you want to use your bonus action, let's start. We're gonna start doing that. So you can use your bonus action to light a torch and have it aloft, because you are submerged in water at this time. So you will have to use your bonus action just because you are on water to do that. Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So then with that will I'll give you a little torch. Okay, and then you will see pop. Yeah, so you are there with your torch. Can you see the torch actually on the
It's
map?
a huge torch. It's bigger than me.
Yeah, it's bigger than you. Yeah, that's the one. All right.
I really wanted that light, so I just got the biggest light I could buy.
You get like a torch that is like looks
I
like
can
the
barely.
torch. Yeah.
I can barely hand it aloft. It's so heavy. It's like, oh no, this was a bad idea. But
Oh no.
then I will try to point to one of them
All right, amazing. Okay.
if I can see them, and then I just do
Yeah,
the same.
now you definitely can. Yeah.
I'll try to do the one that I hit before, so
Okay.
and it's the same. It's an
Perfect.
intelligence save.
All right. Do you want your torch in any specific color? You want it purple or green?
No, white is fine. White is
White is amazing. Is good. All right, amazing. Okay, so let's do an intelligence saving throw for the one from before once more. Okay. Damn it, map. Get out of there. All right. Now I'm sure this is gonna be successful. Just take the first roll. 14. That will be a fail. Right?
14. Yeah,
Okay, so he will take
14 psychic.
14 psychic damage. Okay, as he takes the psychic damage, how will you describe to us how you kill this creature? As you see, he's not very clever. He cannot take it.
Well, you can see like a spike of green energy goes into it, and it starts looking for its brain. And when it finds it, it just you see it like starting to go make it bigger and bigger until it explodes,
Nice.
and it just dissolves in the water.
All right, amazing. Okay.
And then I'll go back up with.
Okay.
I'll just
Good
one
call. Okay, perfect. Bloodwick, you are next, and then Scratch, you are on deck after that. Bloodwick, what would you like to do? You see these creatures are falling around you.
I'm gonna move here.
Okay, move yourself square by square, please.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Just go back 1 second.
So there,
All right.
there.
All right. As you place yourself in there, you hear a whooshing sound. Whack! And you are gone out of there. And you reappear in a dungeon, in the cells. And you see, with your dark vision, you can see Scratch, but there is a gate in front of you. And then you see this floating corpse in there as well. And some kind of light coming from the wall, kind of from the door where you are.
Hey guys,
Amazing.
hey now.
As you speak, you realize this is slightly deeper, and you're like swimming on the water, like almost like a black water enters your mouth.
I'll spider climb up the wall.
All right. You climb up the wall. How high you wanna climb? It's 10 feet actually. So you climb all the way up.
Yeah, just enough to open up the gate.
Okay. So you can use your action to do a strength check to try to burst the door open if that's what you wanna do.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
All right. So make a strength. Let me just making sure if it's strength or athletics because it says here. I just read it a second ago. Yeah, just roll in the meantime, and then I'll tell you in 1 second. 74B. Okay, actually, this door, coincidentally, is slightly open, so you don't need to make any check. It's actually slightly open,
Cool.
so you could come out. Yeah, if you
Yeah,
wanted.
okay.
So forget all that. All right, and then you move yourself there, and you see Scratch.
Hey, Scratch.
Scratch, you're on mute if you're talking.
Oh, hey there. Thanks God the party is getting together here.
Oh, sorry, I'm like above water now, yeah?
Yeah, you are at this point. You are climbing on the ceiling, so you are upside down, just almost like a horror movie, and you are actually moving on the ceiling. So you
How
are out of
funny!
the water.
You swimming just like a turtle in the water.
Yeah,
Like
you
he-
see him upside down, like actually on the ceiling, on the top, and he's just upside down completely.
But underneath me, is
Oh,
it
well,
water?
okay.
Yeah, underneath you, you can see vaguely that there is a creature. Can make it actually because you have that vision. So make a perception check, a straight roll, because you don't have any magical lightning. All right. Yeah. With that, you realize that there is a creature on the water, just because you got Cabal's light as well, illuminating a little bit, so you can see right in front of you there is a creature.
And it turned into a bear and it's going into the water.
Yeah, you can rage using your bear thing and try to attack it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm already a rage anyways, right? So
Yeah.
I'll turn
Okay.
into a bear.
All right, so you see your spirit bear totem pretty much becomes almost you, and you are inside the spirit bear totem. All right,
Papa bear.
make an attack. Yeah.
I'll attack this one here.
All right. Yeah.
I use
Okay.
reckless and great weapon as well.
Yeah. Great weapon master, reckless as well. Okay. Cool. So this one will be a straight roll. It will still be at disadvantage. So for you, will be a straight roll.
Yeah.
All right. So will be 17 to hit. Yeah, that definitely hits. And that would be 15 points. So 16 points of damage. All right. To the creature. The creature looks really wounded.
And
Yeah.
I can attack again.
Okay, amazing.
Sorry, can you hear me?
On the same creature. Yeah, we hear you.
That one.
Okay, as you roll a natural one, make
I'll
a.
use luck.
Okay, you use one more luck. Second luck of the day. All right. So roll again. Okay, and that will also miss too, right? 17? No, it's a 17. No, that will hit actually. So actually, let me just check 1 second. So 11. Okay, yeah, that will be a straight roll. Yeah, so that will hit, and that will be as you hit this creature again. Will you describe to us how you kill it?
As I'm a bear, I will rip it apart with my claws.
All right, amazing. You see your spirit bear just kind of like gnashes and scratches the creature until it's dead.
As the consistency seems like it's honey, I'm gonna take a bite of a little tiny bit of it.
Okay. All right.
That's how he dies.
Make actually, do you swallow it or you just like thematically bite it?
No, but like just I'll just swallow it whole, like how bears eat
All
honey.
right. Okay, amazing. As you do that, make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, and as this creature enters your body, you feel the acid inside it that it was giving you damage. Just take 4 points of acid damage.
But I
But
got double the hit.
it
I
tastes
got double the
amazing,
hit
no?
points, right?
Huh?
I got double the hit points, right?
Yeah, so that will be still reduced to 2. Yeah. So every time you take damage is half, unless it's psychic damage. So yeah, 2 points of acid damage. But it tastes amazing. It tastes like a sea delicacy. You've tried. You lived in the sea for a long time, and it tastes pretty good. All right, and that will be War Turtle. Any more movement?
Nah, that's all.
All right, cool. Scratch on wood. You are next, and then monsters, and then Saphira after that. What would you like to do, sir?
Okay, so there is still one.
Yeah,
monster.
make a perception check, straight roll as well, because you have that vision. So see if you can locate him on the water. Okay, you know he's there, roughly, kind of in
I
front
can't
of
see
you,
the water is so
but you
murky, I
cannot
can't
see
see.
it. Yeah, but you could
The
still
water
attack
is
it.
moving, but
You know roughly is there, because he attacked you a second ago. So you could assume that he hasn't moved yet. So you could attack it at disadvantage if you want.
no, I'm just gonna keep. Can I just keep my turn in case it
You
comes
can
out,
dodge.
so I can attack it?
You can dodge. You can hold an action for when it attacks you.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
what I'm
attack
gonna
it
do.
back,
If it
or
attacks
if it
someone
attacks
around
anyone
me,
around
or
you.
my allies or me,
Okay.
then I'm gonna hit it. Yeah.
All right.
And
It
I'm
will
gonna-
still be disadvantage though, because they attack from inside the water. They're not coming out of the water. They're not that stupid.
I
so
mean,
they
we
just
could just
swim in.
move from there. We don't need to stand there, can we? Should we?
Yeah, you can move if you want. You can disengage and move back if you want as well. But the creatures attack from under the water. They don't come out
Okay.
because you are submerged on the water yourself. Unless you go up the ceiling like War Turtle did, you could try to jump and get on the ceiling if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna walk on the ceiling.
All right, so make
Not
a
on the ceiling, really. I cannot walk on the ceiling, but on the wall.
Okay, so make an acrobatics check to see if you can actually do that.
Oh God.
Okay, the DC will be 15. So you tried, but you are
It's
unsuccessful.
too slippery.
Yeah, it's very slippery. It's water everywhere.
So do I see until when is the water? Is the whole corridor is under the water?
Yeah, you see the water
5
is
feet.
covering the whole place, 5 feet all around. And it stinks. It's like death. You see some corpses on some of the cells, and it smells like some few people died here. Okay, so what would you like to do with your action?
I just hold my action to attack it. When
To attack if the creature attacks anything around
Yes.
you. Okay. All right, perfect. All right, so then now it will kind of move towards you, Scratch, and as you were doing funny shenanigans and trying to jump, the creature will be attracted to you, and it will try to go underneath you and attack you. All right, so let's do it. Sorry, that was only why this just keeps doing that. I'm sorry. So this will be the attack. So at advantage. All right, so that will be a 19 to hit. Yeah, that will hit you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that will be 5 points of bludgeoning and 7 acid damage. C will go down to 15. And that will be the end of that creature there. Then moving to the other side.
Can I
How
take
much
my?
damage? Sorry, it broke a little bit, the connection. How much damage do I get?
Really? Oh no. What happened? So that will be 5 bludgeoning and 7 acid.
Can I take my reaction?
Oh yes.
I'll use my
What
reaction.
was your reaction?
I'll do Sentinel and I'll try to attack it because he attacked. Scratch is
Okay.
next to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then I'll try to attack this creature.
Right. You'll still be at disadvantage, but yeah, go for it.
Oh my god. Yep.
Okay.
That happened.
You will miss it as you try to attack it. The creature seems to be hard to hit as he's underwater. And all right, I'm moving down. Hiriel, another creature comes all the way from inside the water and will try to attack you at
hello.
advantage as well. That's the sound it does as he tries to hit you, but he will miss you with a 13. All right, and that will be that one. And then this one will move around a little around you, Saphira, and he will stand underneath Claudia. And he will try to. Yeah, and this one will move as well and will try to climb on the wall and
It's got
attack.
half movement in the space.
They don't have. Oh yeah, because you're spirit guardians. Okay, so then yeah, so he will just get there, so he won't be able to do what he wanted. Pants. All right, they just move around, and let's do some save. Roll damage for your spirit guardians, Neil.
Yep.
Do a save for them before anything.
Oh,
Ooh, okay, shouldn't be an advantage, so it will be 13.
okay.
Okay, so they will take 12 points of radiant damage. Okay. So one of them looks really wounded, another one looks really wounded after that, and this one will die. Will you describe to us how this one dies as you hit it with the spirit guardians?
Again, the same as the previous creature. It just gets kind of caught up in a swarm of light that goes through it, and then comes out the other side of the creature's body, and you just see it fall limp to the side.
All right, amazing. Okay, and the other ones look one hit to die, pretty much. You see pieces of them are starting to fall around, and Claudius too high and they cannot get to him, so they will do 2 attacks on you, Saphira, instead. Okay, so I'll roll the 2 attacks together, like this. Okay, so that will be so that will be a 9 and a 20. So the 9 will miss, the 20 will hit, and as he hits you, Saphira, you will take 15 points of damage total, acid and bludgeoning.
Okay.
All right, and that will be the end of the creatures. After that, it's your turn, Saphira, and then Cabal, you are on deck after that. Would you like to miss?
So I guess I'd just attack whoever is left.
Okay. Yeah, as you have that vision and there's no water at this point, you see 2 creatures in front of you. Would you like to... And one... Oh, actually, I forgot one. Sorry. One more attack, Saphira. Sorry for that. Before you take your turn, because he's right underneath Claudia. That one. Okay, he will miss you anyway. All right. So yeah, you see 3 creatures. 1 behind you and 2 in front of you. Which one would you like to attack?
I'll turn around and attack the one behind me.
Okay. All right, amazing. Yeah, let me just do the damage for this one. I just realized I didn't do the damage on this one. It was 12, yeah? Okay. Okay. Wow, natural 20. As you hit this creature with a natural 20 with all that damage, will you describe to us how you kill it straight away? Sorry, I took Claudia instead of the creature. Damn it.
So I'm just gonna lift my blade. And was it attacked by Lilith before?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so as you see the little lights from Lilith's attack, Saphira's just gonna lift her fire blade, whatever, and just cut it in half, nice and simple.
Nice. And it's like I see cut it in half, all this acid kind of falls on the floor, almost like an alien movie. All right, amazing. Any bonus action or anything else from you?
Nope, that's it.
All right, cool. Cabal, you are next. Lilith, you're on deck after that. What would you like to do, Mr. Cabal?
Is Scratch and
Yeah, you see
Blood.
Scratch.
Is they both occupying like the same square? Are they on top of each other?
No, there is. You see Scratch is right adjacent to you. Then on the top, you see Bloodwick that is just upside down on the ceiling.
Okay, fair enough.
Actually, Bloodwick, just to give you a heads up, on your turn you'll have to make some kind of check to stay there because it's very slippery and humid everywhere. All right. Cool.
All right. Does Scratch's reaction go off?
Yeah, Scratch's reaction. The creature attacked him, so yeah, Scratch, you can take your reaction. Actually, I forgot. Thank you, Kawa. So you can attack the creature, Scratch, as he attacked you, because you were holding your action to see if he
I'm
will
gonna
attack.
attack you with my hurdy-gurdy.
All right, amazing. Okay, so that will be. It will still be a disadvantage, though. So just do one more attack. Okay, but it will hit anyway with a 19 as you do a hurdy-gurdy backwards move. And as you hit it, will you describe to us how you kill this creature that is really wounded as well?
I'm just gonna hit from the side and it's gonna kind of stuck to the wall. Like I'm gonna splash it on the wall.
Alright, so it splats with this kind of sound like
Splat.
and yeah, and he's dead. And yeah, poor hurdy-gurdy is full of shit and acid. Alright, and it's your turn, Cabal. Now that it seems to the water is gone silent, and you realize that when the cell where you are, as now the fight seems to have subsued a little, that you can see that there is some gold in there on the floor.
Could I have a look at the
It's not
dwarf?
your
Is
turn.
it that bad?
It's not your turn. In your
Okay.
turn, you can do that.
There's still a creature in front of me, right?
Make a perception check.
I mean, did someone attack this one? Oh, well, it's a 5.
Okay, you aren't sure. You think that a Scratch attacked the creature, definitely, but you aren't sure if there is any more.
If there was two attacking me, did both of them die?
You with your perception check, you are not sure.
I'm.
You could assume that.
Then I will attack with disadvantage in front of me, twice.
Okay, all right.
Because. All right. First attack.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
As you attack once, even though you don't seem to hit anything, you are aware that you now see some kind of corpse floating of some kind of creature, and you ascertain is dead. There is no more creatures left for now.
Okay. Alright, in that case I will move out.
And you see behind you all this gold shining on the floor.
Yeah, don't touch it. I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay.
I will move 5. And there's a door here?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna get to the door. And
Okay.
I'm going to strike it open.
Is
Oh, no.
half movement actually, because it's difficult terrain. So
Then I
what
will
is your
not-
movement?
Then I will only get to here. Because that's my full movement, so it's 15 feet.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. Alright.
And you see cells all around you as you kind of start moving. You see a cell with a hanging kind of door that is adjacent to you, and there is some coins also on the floor in there. And then on the cell kind of opposite to you, it doesn't seem to be anything on it. It seems to be empty.
I'll ask Scratch, was there any more of these creatures?
I think that's it. Let's just get out of here.
Which
We shouldn't stay in
which
this
cell
water.
did you come out from?
Just next to you.
Which one? This one, or did he come out this one?
Just
Oh,
opposite from you.
okay.
There was a cell.
And yeah, that'll be my turn. I can't do anything else.
All right, amazing. Okay, so Lilith, it's your turn, and then Real, you're after that. So you see, Lilith, there's still 2 creatures remain there.
She'll tell Sifir to skip past her, and she'll handle these, and she'll use her action to dodge.
Okay, all right.
And
Cool.
shit, I've lost Claudio.
No, he's
Under
just
there.
there.
Why is he over there?
Yeah, he moved.
Okay. I can't see. And I'll tell Claudio to go with Saphira. So
Okay,
he'll just sit on her shoulder.
all right. Yeah, cool.
Actually, no. What am I saying? Claudio, fireball these guys.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
We can both go
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
better.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So he will use his Hellfire on this one over here.
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
God. Oh. Where's my dice?
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah,
24?
it was, 24 definitely hits. And as he does 15 points of damage, the creature dies. And
Oh.
gets in flames, like engulfs in flames. And if you
I'm
add
telling you.
and
Claudio, quickly. Attack the other one.
all right, I'll try my best. I'm doing well today. I love these
Yep.
blobs.
You got this. And she does like a cheesy thumbs up in the air.
Yeah, he smiles like going like crazy. He takes his pompon out almost,
Does it?
and he hits the creature. And as he hits it, any specific way will have killed it.
Yeah, he's just, you just see him just swinging wildly now. He's really into it.
All right, amazing. Yeah, yeah, that's great. Yeah, good. Okay, and they are both dead. All right. Anything else from you guys?
She will. Which way did everyone go to disappear? Through the wolf?
Yeah, you didn't see them; they just vanished. But you know, Real and Bloodwick were kind of like around here on
Okay.
kind of. So you could assume that they've gone either up or down. You know, you saw that there is some kind of doors there, like the corridor open in 2 ways.
Okay.
I mean,
And
you see
actually
my-
now
my
that
lights,
Which way
right?
did we
Yeah.
come in?
yeah, you see
Which
the
way did we come in?
torch. You came from behind you, from the stairs that go up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
from
we
there.
carry on going this way then. Oh,
Yeah,
this
and you
torch is
actually have you as you are actually here also as well. You remember that you have seen this place before. You have been very close here. This all seems very familiar to you.
Huh. Maybe it's
Make a history
kind of an
check.
identical wing that I was in before.
Yeah, make a history check. I'll give you something extra if you get higher than a 15.
Mm.
Oh wow, nice. You remember, if you are correct, that up ahead is where you were fighting those zombies before, that were submerged on the water, and there was some kind of throne room, and there was some kind of like a torture chamber with all these different Iron Maiden and torture things, and that's kind of in front of you.
Damn it.
Do you
One and
remember
nine.
that? Do you remember our
Um,
character, that, Neil?
Yes, I remember
Yeah.
that. That was
So that's the fight with the meal you were having in that water.
one.
So that's kind of like in front of you.
4, 5, 6. And can I bring the torch with me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. You know what I did? I
actually-
put my spirit guardians on this torch by accident.
Yeah, no, it looks good. Just leave it if you want. Okay.
So this is my spirit guardians.
Yeah, no. Alright. You should have. I gave you control of the torch, so you can move it. And then do
Yeah.
the same with Real, actually. Control by Real. Okay. Cool. And as you put yourself there, you are on the creature is on your spirit guardians area.
What creature?
One that you don't
things I
see, but
can't
is
see.
there. It's kind of on the
Oh.
water. Yeah, it's kind of like somewhere floating around real. Kind of
Oh, okay.
obscured in the water. With your passive perception is higher than everyone, you see some kind of movement even if there is completely murky, enough to ascertain that there is something there.
Damn it. Okie doke. Well, she can't do anything more. Her action was to dodge.
All right. Okay. Amazing. Okay. Cool. And then is you real? You see Lilith coming with her coin lit up, kind of somewhere,
And the torch.
and the torch. Yeah, let's say that the torch is the coin. It just looks like a torch. But
Okay.
you could have cast light on a torch. How cool would that be? Actually.
Yeah. Real, you just see her turning the corner and just start kind of moving side to side to dodge. Like,
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Nice.
I guess I will try to hit the one that's left with my. I'll try booming blade.
Okay.
So hit with a
Alright.
dagger with disadvantage, I guess.
Yeah.
If I hit him.
Go for it. And after you will be
Oh,
Bloodwick.
No, natural one.
Oh no. Okay. So that as you do that, real, make a fate roll.
oh man.
Ooh, okay. For a second, you lose balance, and your torch nearly doused itself in the water, but you manage to keep it aloft.
Okay.
Anything else from you, Real?
No, that's it.
Okay. Bloodwick, at the beginning of your turn, as you realize the water is very... The sticky ceiling is full of like humidity and stuff. Make a dexterity check to see if you can maintain yourself upside down. Okay, yeah, you are able to, and even though you realize that every time you move, you will probably have to keep doing that, but you manage yourself to stay upside down on the ceiling, and you see your friends there. What would you like to do?
Hey, Cabal.
Yes, what is it?
You forgot me.
Why would I forget you? I can see you, you're up there.
When you came out of the jail, you didn't ask about me.
Was I meant to?
No, I'm just saying. Let's go. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm guessing this one's not alive, right?
Yeah, you see that there is some kind of corpse there floating.
Okay, I'll move next to Cabal.
Okay.
I'll keep going past.
All right. For you, because you are upside down, is not difficult terrain, so you can move your full movement.
I don't know. 5, 10, 15, 20. 40.
Yeah, and then you see a door. Actually, sorry, just go back one space. Yeah, there is a door, a closed door made out of metal. It's not a cell, it's actually a door, this one.
Can I open it?
You can try, but as you use your interaction, you realize that from the position you are, it will be harder to open it. So you'll have disadvantage if you want to do it from where you are. Otherwise, you could throw yourself back in the water and then try normally. Up to you.
I'll try it from the ceiling.
Okay, so you try from the ceiling at disadvantage, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, so make a strength athletics check at disadvantage.
Don't worry, just calm down. It's not holy water.
Alright, as you roll a natural 1, make a fate roll.
That's a roll D20.
Yeah. Okay, you lose the balance and you planet yourself down inside the water. And you are back on the water. After that, and the door remains closed. Anything
Yes,
else
I-
from you?
I can't try again, can I? So,
Yeah, that will be your action, and your rage goes away as well.
yeah, cool. That's it done.
Alright. Okay, and then after that will be Scratch on Wood once more, and then monsters, and then Saphira. Well, one monster left. Saphira. is
Okay,
probably
Cabal,
gonna
let's get out
die.
of here. And I'm gonna move 15 feet, right?
Yeah. have movement. So you didn't move your past turn, so you could use your feline agility and move yourself 30 feet instead.
So here in front of the door, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So could I try to... Well...
You could use your action to try to bang the door open, or if you have thieves tools, that I believe you don't, you could try. But...
So I'm just gonna bang the door.
Okay.
What is it, just strength check?
Athletics.
Athletics,
This one,
okay.
yeah. It's just in the module, it says so. Oh no! Alright, you kick the door and your paws hurt really badly and the door remains closed. I'm sorry. That would have been your action.
You're pulling, it's a push door.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no, it's one of those slidey doors.
Yeah, it's not neither.
It's sliding door,
Sliding door, yeah.
You push it, you pull it, you're like, fuck, what is this?
Fuck it, this is not going. It's stuck.
I don't understand. I'm pushing, I'm pulling. Nothing happens.
Okay.
What do you mean
And
pulling
now-
door? What does it even mean?
And then, as you are there standing, Saphira, make a perception check.
Oh no.
Oh.
Alright, you see someone,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
and you see someone coming your directions. He seems very stealthily, and he moves like the wind, and even though he's fully hiding, with your 19 perception, there is a little sound, and you hear, and this person looks at you. Sway, you see a girl you've never seen before. She
Kill him.
has white hair,
Kill him
and
now!
she looks like some kind of druid, elf. And you are there looking for the outsiders, and you hear Real's voice saying, "Kill it," towards you.
Shut up, Real.
I can't even see.
It's me, Sway. Who is this? Who are you?
Who are you? She's gonna put her sword in front of him.
You can move yourself. Let's say that you move yourself carefully, because you don't want to be next to the stranger that you don't know. She seems quite powerful, but you see her there.
I'm not here to hurt you. I'm just gonna...
Drink
I'm
your blood?
holding my rapier. I'm just gonna hold it down. I'm gonna shoot. No, I'm not gonna shoot it. I'm just gonna hold it down.
You didn't
I'm
answer
not
my
here
question.
to hurt you. I'm just looking. I can hear Real from here.
Oh?
Random.
My
Where's
name
my
is
guy?
Sway.
Did they ever mention Sway to me?
No,
No, because Sway is dead.
just by mistake, you realize that Cabal has called Scratch Sway before in your presence.
He has actually. For some reason.
Yep. But he doesn't look hostile, Saphira, to you.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
And let's say, just for the thematic of this, the
As
creature.
she's a lady, I'm
will-
just gonna give like a gentle bow with my head. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm
Yeah.
looking for the outsiders.
What's
Okay.
your business with them?
Well, what's your business? What's your business with them?
They are my companions.
Well, funnily enough, they happen to be my companions as well. I just had to disappear for a while. For a greater good.
He's gonna look at him carefully and try to figure out if he's lying or not.
Okay, make an insight check. In the meantime, while this is happening, the creature on the other side makes a wisdom saving throw. Roll damage for your spirit guardians, Lilith. This one he hasn't been touched yet, so he's still got a little bit of HP on it, and he manages to hit Real underneath the water with a 24 to hit. And as he does, Real, you feel 7 points of bludgeoning and 5 acid for a total of 13 points of damage from inside the water. And that will be the turn. And with your insight, Saphira, he seems to be telling the truth. Definitely.
Okay. She's gonna lower the sword. I'm gonna keep an eye on you. She's gonna turn. Well, ironically, she's gonna turn her back on him.
Claudio looks at you, Sway. And
gonna-
okay, 1 second, Saphira. As you move yourself there, actually, no, I think that's yeah. As you move yourself there, whoop, you are teleported into as another cell inside, Pook, and you just vanish. And Claudio,
Who,
Claudio's no, Zafira.
Sophia.
Claudio will say to you, "How dare you showing your face over here after betraying us and leaving us? You have really a lot of courage to come here.
Shut up.
That's not a way to greet an old friend. I'm much more powerful than I was before. You better watch your mouth."
I don't care. You better watch your mouth. I didn't even say nothing. You already attacking me. Shut up.
You haven't changed. I mean, are you working for the devil now? Are you here to trick us?
I had to leave for greater good. I
Claudio
didn't
will make
betray
a-
anyone. I just disappeared. I had
Make
to
an
disappear.
insight check, Lilith, with Claudio's stats, as Claudio will focus his eyes in Sway as well to try to ascertain if he's telling the truth. You're on mute, Neil, if you're talking. Otherwise, let me know.
Yep, sorry, that makes sense. I was just being ignored the whole time.
I know, I was thinking that's weird that Lilith is not saying anything. Yeah, so make an insight check with Claudio, just as you see that, because you're a bit far.
Cool.
All right, yeah, so Claudio seems to be believing Sway.
Okay, I was gonna say Claudio was on Saphira's shoulder.
Okay, all right, so then in that case, let's say that he just got out of Saphira's shoulder, as he cannot really the trap only teleports one creature. So
Okay.
so he would have been left and Saphira just vanished. Whoosh.
So he would have moved as far as Saphira did before she got teleported away.
Yeah, okay, all right. Let's say that he just came back to speak to Sway, and then he will say, "Oh, whatever, Sway," and then he just leaves. And then Lilith, actually, let's keep on the. Let's say that the creature dies, because eventually it will die. I'll just do. It will have been its turn. So let's say Cabal with Saphira. Saphira is gone, actually. All right. So let's move to your turn, Lilith, because you will be next. And Real.
Yep.
And then if you guys kill it on that, then it will be enough. The creature is very wounded. So what will you have done with your action as you see this creature is there still? With very little hit points.
I would ask Claudio to fireball it.
All right. So make
Use Hellfire.
make an attack at disadvantage. 2 attacks at disadvantage, because it's
Okay.
underneath the water, and it will do half damage as well.
Ah, man. 11.
Okay. Yeah, that will miss. But if he hits him once, you will die, kill him. Probably, even with a half
Try
damage.
this again. This time.
Okay.
Ooh, man, even worse.
Yeah,
12.
you will miss too. Real. You see the creature assailing you from inside the water. What will you like?
You're on
I
mute.
will.
Oh, you're not on mute.
Yeah. I'm just going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right. Okay. And then on the next turn, the creature with the spirit guardians just gets obliterated, as he will not have a time to react, and that's gone as well. And then you hear, as you cast Cure Wounds on yourself, you hear the voice of Sway far away. He seems to be with a torch. Actually, he's not using a torch because he does not have. He has dark vision? I forgot, actually.
I forgot. I cannot find the character sheet anywhere.
Alright, so let's say that you just put on a torch, because now you are not want to be stealthy anymore, so you have a torch on you that you are carrying
Yeah.
around. And what do you guys like to do? The encounter is over. There seems to be no more hostiles around you anymore.
Lilith would be wary and keep her spirit guardians up.
Okay, Sway, you see the spirit guardians around Lilith still.
Yeah.
I knock
And
at the
Steve-
door. Tunk, tunk.
Yeah, you knock on the door, Scratch and Bloodwick. You hear a knock, and you also realize that Saphira is appeared in a cell next to you as well. And she says hello.
Ah! I still have my slimy hurdy-gurdy ready to attack. What are you doing, you crazy? I almost hit you.
I mean, I don't think you can. There's a door. But could you let me out, please?
As you are talking, Saphira, make a perception check. Alright, you realize that there is a glint on the water very deep underneath you, and it seems like some kind of weapon.
I'm gonna close my eyes. I don't want to see anything else.
You actually don't hear anything, but you feel like goodness within you, like this sense of justice and some kind of paladin aura, like something that kind of makes you feel like I'm here to kill the evil, you know? And you have this kind of weird thought that enters your mind, even though you close your eyes, and you know that it's come from that weapon on the floor, whatever, underneath the water.
Guess she's gonna take a closer look before touching it. Is it in the water?
Yeah, it's right on the bottom of the water. You'll have to submerge yourself in the water to grab it.
Okay, then I guess I'll do that.
All right.
And she'll use her cloak to grab it, not with her bare hand, just in case.
All right. Sure. As you hold it, you see a short sword. And in the moment you touch it, you feel a sense of justice and well-being, and you can feel within yourself that this sword is not here casually. It belonged to someone who wanted to kill and fight evil, and you can feel the sword's emotions through it, pretty much. You realize it's some kind of sentient weapon.
Interesting. So it's a short sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the moment you hold it as well, the sword starts shredding a 15-foot radius of light. Almost like a Jedi kind of sword. It actually glows with a red hue and it emits light.
Cabal, Scratch, look what I found. And I kind of point it out.
What is it?
A sword. A magic sword.
You're on mute, Crash.
Yes. Are you crazy? Don't even touch it. You know where we are. I'm sure it's cursed, like everything here.
No, this one's different. Here, have a look.
There is some weird sound in the stream, actually. I don't know where it comes from. Yeah, there is like a sound. So let's take that opportunity. Let's go for break and sort out this sound. Actually, stop now. Yeah, now it's stopped now. All right, but let's take this opportunity as Sway is there and all these things is happening. Let's take a little break. Let's finish this scene. So Saphira, you ask the guys, How do you guys respond for that? Sorry for carrying you in that scene.
Well, I don't think you should be touching such things in this place, like Scratch said. Why did you pick it up? Hello? Can you hear me?
You're on mute,
Yeah.
Julia.
I'm opening the door while she's holding the sword, so to break her out.
I mean, technically, I'm not holding it, and I kind of wave my cloak.
Alright. Just stand back, and I'll go and pull the gate open. Or is it open already? Cisco, you're on mute.
Oh wow, sorry. I was saying not this one. I don't know why. Put myself on mute. Sorry. So yeah, this one door is closed. Make an athletic check to try to open it.
17?
All right. It takes you a while. Let's say that this happens. You keep trying and trying and trying, and after a minute or so, you just manage to break it open, and you see Saphira holding this beautiful, shiny, silver-looking sword. Short sword.
I'm not too sure who would be able to wield such a weapon. I don't really want to. Sorry. I think I drank some of the water. But yes, let's get out of here. We need to get that door open. War Turtle, have you got the door open yet?
I'll try to open the door.
Okay. Try to open the door as well, real?
17.
Okay. Let's say the same thing, you know? You keep trying and trying and trying, and eventually you break it open. And you two, Scratch and War Turtle, Bloodwick, you both kind of push back and manage to not to take any damage because there is water in between.
Yeah, I'm still a bear, yeah?
Mhm.
I still look like a bear.
You don't really look like a bear
Yeah,
with the
you don't
warrior.
really-
It's just like
yeah.
the power of bear.
Yeah, let's say that your spirit kind of like is ethereal bear, so you can put him around you, so you see like an ethereal bear that you are inside of. Just to
We just destroyed Bloodwick for him.
yeah.
Oh, blood.
Yeah.
I'll go through. We were fighting these creatures. Some black ooze. Are you guys alright?
Yeah, we were fighting some creature, some oozes as well.
I don't want to alarm you, but Sway is right at the top of the stairs.
I'll walk down past everyone and look down towards him. And I see him coming closer. And I'll point my glaive towards him and I'll say, "Don't come any closer."
Wait, Cabal, just calm down, take it easy.
I am calm.
I had to leave for greater good, as I'm saying.
And what greater good is that?
So we have some advance, and I didn't really have option, really. As
Mhm.
such. I had to do it. But now I'm back here. I was looking for you.
I don't
I was
believe
looking for
you.
you for a while, but
Make
you
an
were
insight
all
check.
gone. You were all gone.
I'd like to do an insight check.
I won't do an inside check, but I'm gonna continue on. So
You do the insight check if you want. No, you don't. I want you to make the check because I don't want to make this difficult. I'm sorry. So just do it in case.
What happened there?
Okay? You kind of believe him.
I rolled it with disadvantage.
I will say to him, "So you're telling me you found us knowing the fact that we have entered the building. How did you know? Who told you we were here?" Why are you
Tom?
not speaking?
Sway,
Are you there, Tom?
does the cat have your
Okay,
tongue?
we lost Tom.
I've killed him with my words.
Yep. Okay. So let's take a little break, and then we'll be back shortly and continue this to see where this goes after the guys have managed to survive this encounter. So you go watching at home, don't go anywhere. We will be back shortly. Alright, welcome back to Dining in Barovia, in Castle Ravenloft, with our heroes suffering as their AC is decreased and dungeon water, murky black water surround them everywhere. They have found Sway, their old ally, who abandoned the party for reasons that they are known to them. And now, after exploring the cell, Real has found a potion of heroism, it seems, and Safira found some kind of sentient weapon that has like a good alignment on it. You are all there. What would you like to do?
Well, they told us that there would be a woman, so maybe we should keep going. I don't know. Is there nothing else? I imagine that we might find similar traps. So we should be careful.
Okay. Neil. Lilith, what would you like to do? Sway, you are there. What do you guys say to each other?
Are we ignoring Sway?
I mean, Sway is right there. He can hear you. What do you say, Sway, when they tell
What is it?
Lilith? Just say, are we ignoring Sway? And you are there, Sway.
Did you not hear what I asked you?
No, sorry, I didn't actually.
Then open your ears and hear my words well. How did you know we were here? Who told you?
I had help of Master Uhok. I had to leave. I didn't have any other choice.
What do you mean you had no other choice? There is always a choice, Sway.
Well, yeah, it was the choice I was given. I had to. I stayed as a guest here. I had to pledge my loyalty to Strahd.
Then there it
threatened
is.
He threatened to kill Amara and my father and you as well. I couldn't let it happen. I just had to do it. That was the best thing I could have done at the moment.
I don't understand, Sway. He had threatened our lives from the beginning. What deal you made, how would that make any difference? Do you not see he might be toying with you? How gullible are you to think that accepting his deal would change anything?
And how smart are you telling me this when you were not there when it happened?
The last time we saw you was when we were being ambushed by him, and he was killing us one by one. And after you turned back, after we came to, you were never there.
Yeah, because I was taken.
Taken? You said you had a choice.
I didn't. I said I didn't have a choice. Not that I had a choice. It threatened to kill Amara, threatened to kill my father, threatened to kill everything I care for, threatened to kill you straight away. We are just alive still because he enjoys toying with people and feeds on their suffering.
And now he's using you to toy with us. Do you see this, Lilith? He stands in front of us and thinks that him being here is now okay. The choice he made seems to be a good one, when we don't know what choice that actually was. For all we know, he could be Strahd here standing in front of us, as Sway.
Frank, you are on mute.
Yeah. Maybe we should let him explain himself. What would you do if he was taken by the devil into the castle? Maybe he didn't really have a choice, like he's saying.
Well,
So, what else do you have to say? You say you know Uhok. Mistress, what do you think?
I think we will sell this straight away. There's no time to lose. The more time we spend here, talking to Sway. If this is Sway, the more likely we are to encounter some other creature that Strahd is going to send to us. So you see Lilith kind of holding her hand out, and then in front of her you see space creating, let's see, so you see like a 15-foot radius sphere pop up in front of her, and she casts Zone of Truth, and she'll say to Sway, you know what spell this is. We've done this before. Step into it and speak the truth.
I don't care. I have nothing to hide. I found you to help you to defeat Strahd.
Do you
I know,
step
but
on the Son
I'm
of
sure
Truth?
you can appreciate
Yes.
the circumstances which you left makes
Well,
the
you
group
cast
suspicious.
you cast Zone Truth on me? Ah,
I
how
cast
dare
it on
you?
you.
I had to pledge loyalty to Strahd. I had to...
Actually, so let's do Bloodwick. All of you who are there, make I think it's a Wisdom save, right?
I don't think
Or
I
Charisma.
don't resist.
charisma. Yep. Or
You can
just
choose
have
to
fail it.
fail it if you guys want, if you want to be under it, and if you don't fail it, Lilith will know.
I
So
fail it, but
Bloodwick.
I had to promise I travel...
Okay, 1 second, Tom. Bloodwick, do you fail the save?
What save was that? Wisdom?
With charisma, but it's to tell the truth, so it's something positive, supposedly.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you fail it, so you are compelled to tell the truth. Safira, do you fail it?
Yes.
Okay, so you are also compelled to tell the truth. Sway, you fail it.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to
Okay,
hide.
Cabal,
I failed.
you fail it. So yeah, also everyone here, Scratch, do you fail it as well?
Yeah, of course. We scratch, come on.
As you try to fail it real,
Yeah.
something overcomes you and you actually succeed on the save straight away. And Lilith, you are aware of that.
What the fuck?
She looks at Real.
I just point at my hand like, but... and try.
It's like, He has been looking at Bloodwick a little bit weirdly lately.
As Sway tries to attempt to get next to us, I'm going to stand between us and him. So he's still within the circle itself, but I'm just going to keep him at bay, like arm's length.
Okay, so yeah, let's say that Sway, you are not able to pass Cabal, and then Cabal stops you. And you are on the Zone of Truth, so
So
keep
you want me
going,
to tell the
Tom.
truth or not?
Well-
What's your problem?
We'll make this quick. Are you working for Strahd right now?
Yes.
Are you here to hinder us?
No.
Are you here to help us?
Yes.
How did you know we were here? In this very moment, how did
Actually,
you
how
know?
the fuck did I know?
Make a. I will tell you out of character. Master Uhok gave you a magical item that is attuned to locate creature. You also had some dust of invisibility, and you came here with a bunch of were ravens who are outside creating a distraction under
Okay. I got it here.
Rictavius-
Okay. I just didn't get it.
Rictavius,
What happened because it's a little bit...
and you are come because Master Uhok wants you to reiterate the message to Lilith. After they did the sending, you were there on Master Uhok's tower where you were hiding after you left your Bistani wagon that was about to cross the mist. And Amara...
I mean, I was going to
Ah,
explain it.
no.
I was just asking how did I
Yeah, so you got
manage to
here
find
because
them,
you
but
have
I didn't get an answer.
Yeah, so you have an item, a magical item that just broke right away as you became 15 feet within Real's aura, and that's how you found them.
Okay. Yeah, because I was just trying to explain from the beginning, but I didn't get to the
worry.
part.
That's what I'm here for.
Sorry.
Well, this is all interesting, but it was the first question that you asked, Lilith. Are you still working with Strahd? And you said yes.
Yeah.
In
I
what?
had to pledge loyalty, but then I escaped it. But it doesn't mean I work for him as such.
I'm sure you can understand we're a bit wary of you. We've gone through quite a lot as a group in your absence. But
So did I.
I
So did
trust
we.
you.
Hmm.
So when I came to the castle, my father was already turned vampire. My father is a vampire. I couldn't just leave him like that.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he is.
No, what about
He's in
Amara?
Crest. Well, with that, the deal with Strahd was that I will be traveling with Vistanes to Farron to attract more people to get here, to trap more people here for his enjoyment.
And where is Amara in this?
Amara, when I came here, she was already in the cell. That's why it was so easy for him to kill her if he wanted.
And where is she now?
So we pledged him a fake loyalty, and we went with Vistani.
So she went through the mist and you remained.
Yes,
And you found Master Ohawk and the Ravenfolk.
that's what I did.
And now that you're
The
here within
mission.
the castle, and you say
Yeah.
you still pledge loyalty. Rill and I
I mean,
have been influenced by Strahd before, under his control, without even knowing.
he didn't influence me. He was treating me as a prison guest.
Did he take some of your blood?
No, he did not.
I'm going to inspect Sway to see if he's been bitten, if he's some sort of vampire now.
Yeah, make a perception to start, because you are on the water at this point. You are all swimming aloft, 5 feet submerged, half of your body in the water.
I'm gonna ask.
Make a perception check
I'll say-
at disadvantage.
I'll ask Lilith. Could you? I'll say, Sway, don't move, and I'll start. If you move, I will cut you down. And I'll go slowly towards him. And
Yeah, I'm just gonna open my I'm just gonna spread my hands if he wants to search me or whatever.
I will search him, and I'll tell Lilith to inspect if he's got any bites or marks on him.
Okay.
So can
So let's say that Cabal.
I'll investigate if he's got anything on him, if that's
Sure.
okay.
Yeah, and Lilith, you can make a perception check at advantage or medicine, as Cabal is aiding you and Sway himself is letting you do it. So you can make it at advantage, either medicine or perception, whichever one you want. And you can do an investigation, Cabal.
I will do that.
Okay, with a 21, you are sure he doesn't seem to have any bite marks or anything in his neck or anywhere that you can see. And with your investigation check, you pretty much get the same, but you also realize he's wearing some kind of hanging item on his neck that he has some magical aura coming out of it.
What is this?
Out of game, Tom, just to remind you, is and some kind of non-detection pendant that was given to you by Master Uhok.
So at first I was a prisoner, but afterwards I was able to go out.
So you've been within this castle. You know the place.
I've been on one floor. I didn't manage to get anywhere. They didn't let me go.
Did you see Senna?
But no.
Yes, you did. Let's say you did, and then after your father reported her to Strahd for misbehaving, she was locked in a crypt somewhere but you are not sure anymore what happened after that. Last thing you knew, she was locked in a crypt
She
with
was.
Esmeralda.
She had to pledge her loyalty, but then she couldn't take it. She was misbehaving, and she's locked somewhere. I don't know what happened to her.
What she did was she resisted his temptation, unlike you, and I pushed him away. And I would say, he can follow us if he wants to. We should continue. Clearly send us somewhere down here. We can find that piece of shit that tried to trap us as well. I'm done with Sway. And I'll move away.
Okay. And you start moving away, and you all see that. Real, how do you react to Sway being here?
Oh, I'm happy, but I mean, as long as I can sleep, it's fine.
And you recall that he mentioned that he has been with your master Uhok, and that he also came because he wanted to answer the message that Lilith was doing, that you never got the correct answer as well.
So I will say, so Sway, you said you came to tell us the message. So what was the message? We forgot what we're supposed to do. Tell us. Tell us now.
You killed him with your words.
Yeah, Tom, you there?
Yes.
Or have you
He's there,
lost?
he's there, he's there.
Okay, yeah.
So what's
Really
the
is asking
message?
you what is the message.
Give me the message. What's the message?
What is the message from my master? Tell me now, or we kill you.
The message was you should have remembered.
Oh, damn it. Burn. I'll go like on my own, like totally. Yeah, I'll just walk in the distance.
Yeah, you see another block door there.
Oh,
Do you need
There's-
help, Tom? Is there any reason why you're not telling them? If you want me to help
Yeah,
you?
because I don't know what to say.
Given information. If you check the document I sent you,
I'm
it's
reading
there.
it.
Yeah, so the message is that.
Give us it.
Have to read it
Read it.
and try to.
Read us your information.
The globe of Bloodwinter was entrusted to Master Uhok by Thunder in the Ember Temple for him to take it away from the reach of Strahd.
Wait, don't say his name, not his castle.
Okay, yeah, of the devil. As it can stop the circle, the Barovian loop, the trap of the mist, which entraps the soul of the visitors. The Strahd cannot be really killed. He can be killed, but is only temporarily. He always comes back. He's reborn. He gets reborn after some time.
Okay, I think I remember a little bit.
So this item can stop the circle, but it needs to be well hidden and protected for when the right time comes. It's kept in the time portal that he created, which leads to far back to the past, before the events of the wedding.
Ooh.
So it's kept there. So
Does that mean we're going to meet the original couple?
let's see.
Okay, that makes kind of sense, I guess. I think I will remember globe of
Yeah,
blood
as
winter, but
he's telling you, you know, you don't remember the memory of it, but it all seems very familiar to all of you, and you all are aware that this is the memory that you have forgotten, but you only know what he's told you. It doesn't mean you remember everything. So you still don't know in where he is, but he does.
okay. So, are you going to come with us now, or are you
So
leaving?
I came to join you, but I'm not sure if you care. Doesn't look like so.
I mean, I think this can only be resolved by a fight to the death between Sway and Scratch.
Yeah, how is Scratch reacting to this person actually that just arrived?
He's just kind of confused, still holding his hurdy-gurdy ready to attack with the ooze dripping from it.
Well, I say, Scratch, would you like to talk to Sway? I say something. Maybe he has a message for you from Master Ubok, maybe? I don't know.
That's you, Tom. You have to talk to
So you
yourself,
see
Tom.
how, yeah, you have to talk to yourself. That's how I feel as a monologue. I'm gonna really all you say to yourself.
How is the old man? You said you've been with him. I hope he's okay. I'm glad I managed to keep him alive for so long. Well, who knows for how long. Underneath the lake. Yes, he seems okay. He's like, sorry. I completely forgot I need to talk more.
Welcome to our world. The world of monologuing DMs. Amazing.
And you have to do different accents so we know who
Yeah.
is speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. All right. So this goes on for a bit.
Yeah.
And what would you guys, once you've kind of established, you still don't trust Sway, but he's tell you things on the Son of Truth.
No, I trust.
So-
Yeah, I trust Sway because he was my friend.
What about Lilith? How is Lilith feeling, or Cabal now?
No.
She's all right. I mean, she's also swayed to step into the zone of truth. He's spoken, and kind of she believes him, so she's not too worried about the particulars. Just that he's come back and he said that he's going to help us.
Okay. Make a perception check, Safira. And Bloodwick.
Dink.
Buzz, make a perception check.
You did.
Okay. Oh, he did it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I saw them both. You both aware that a creature just tried to attack you, so you are not surprised, but the creature is just there,
Well, except
And-
for the ooze.
and they are both aware of it. And as you guys look at it, also Scratch is aware of it. The creature will try to bite you, Safira,
Oh my god. I knew of getting one.
and you realize another blob has materialized while you are talking and appear out of nowhere, and he will make an attack against you, Safira.
Oh my
Did he save against the Stone of Truth?
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, he's too stupid. He failed. He's
He has to
compelled
tell us the truth.
he's
to tell us the
compelled to
truth.
tell you the truth. However, he doesn't have a language. So
Oh,
with
no.
a 15, Safira, that will miss you. And you are
It will
aware of the
hit,
creature.
no?
Hmm?
It will hit because my AC was reduced by 1.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, actually, no, we established it because he wasn't meta. He couldn't do it. So, yeah, it will miss you, though, still.
Okay.
But what do you guys do? You realize Saphira has just been bitten by something or tried to, and Scratch and Bloodwig, all of you are aware of this
Close the
creature.
door.
Kill
I
it.
mean,
Kill it and
just close
close
the
it.
door. It's a
Yeah,
metal door.
your
I,
spirit guardians are gone after the
I,
zone of truth.
I turn around and shoot it twice. Not shoot it twice, attack it twice.
Okay,
He's
so
gonna
go ahead.
shoot.
Do 2 attacks towards it.
Take size
I
M4.
mean, I start looking around in case they come from the other side as well.
Okay, make a perception check. All right, with a 19, let's say that you hit it, and as you hit it with this damage, the creature is nearly dead, but it still has a little bit of life on it. You seem to be okay, Rail. You don't see any other creature or anything around.
30 points of damage, still alive. Kill it.
Yeah, because it will be a disadvantage, so I'm just taking one of
Oh,
them.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
They're
but
pretty
then
bad.
the creature Scratch. Do you want to do something or use Saphira? First one, as you saw him right in your vicinity.
Slap it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with my hurdy-gurdy.
Okay, make an attack at disadvantage. Same with you, Saphira. If you want to attack it with your staff, you have it in your hand. Actually, it does quite a bit of damage too. You could try to do that at disadvantage as
More
well.
turtle. Attack it again.
Yeah, War Turtle will have to wait. It's his turn. He's done his bit. All right. As you do that, the hurdy-gurdy drops in the water, but you manage to grab it quickly. Saphira, anything from you?
Yeah. Has it been more than 10 minutes?
I will say, yeah, it's been more than a few minutes, but less than 10. So yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just put my hand up and, as a bonus action, recast the flame blade
Okay.
and
Amazing.
attack with that.
Okay. Make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Slice and dice.
You hear this kind of blobbing sounds on the water. Okay. And as you hit it with a 17 is enough, even though the fire seems to be it seems to be resistant to fire, you completely destroy it. And all this boiling ooze comes to the surface, and you guys are aware that you have to keep moving.
Saphira, have you been... Well, do your visions tell you anything about this place?
She's gonna close her eyes, see if she can remember anything.
Okay, make a charisma saving throw.
Well,
If she fails this, she's gonna run up all the way back upstairs, try to jump off the thing again.
Okay, with a 13 is not enough. For a second, you lose yourself, Saphira,
Oh no.
and you as you speak, your words are not yours, and you feel like there is something else taking you over, and you are Tatiana at the moment. You know you've never been in this cell before. You are freaking out. You are underwater. You don't know how you are here, and you are very confused. And you see all these strangers around you. Even one of them is a vampire right next to you.
What's happened? Who are you? And you see her, like, scared, moving back towards the door that's behind her.
Her whole demeanor has also changed. Like, even though she looks the same, you see how she holds herself. It looks like a higher nobility way of holding. She, out of the sudden, not that Saphira doesn't hold herself like that, but you see some kind of like a royalty, kind of like nobility, kind of demeanor change on her. And she moves back.
Saphira, what do you mean who we are? You've been with us for so long. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Get away from me!
Saphira, calm down.
I don't know who Saphira is. My name is Tatiana.
No, you are not Tatiana. Tatiana is long gone and dead.
Oh yeah, just tell him that. I'm sure that will calm it down.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Safira.
Okay.
Tatiana, Tatiana.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh.
the name Safira doesn't mean anything to you. You know there is someone else here, but you are so confused right now, and all you see is these crazy people and a vampire there, and they're having weapons, and they look like races that you don't even recognize. One of them looks like some kind of black werewolf cat.
Okay. She's gonna look at everyone, and as her eyes land on the vampire, you see her freeze for a second. She opens her mouth, ready to scream, but no sounds coming out.
Yeah, and you feel kind of happy in a way, because last thing you remember is you falling and falling and falling, and all of a sudden you are not falling anymore. You are back in the castle, but at the same time you are scared because these people, you don't know who they are,
I
but
was
one of them seems to be having some kind of holy symbol that you see on her wrist, and you realize this really good automaton with almost look real like a person. It's got a holy symbol on it.
Who are you people? What are you doing in the castle? He will kill you if he knows you're here.
I think he knows, but we're trying to kill him anyway.
Kill
Make
him.
another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
You come back to yourself, and for a second, you feel like no time has passed. You just see everyone looking at you,
Look,
and you don't
Tatiana,
understand why.
you are just getting a bit confused at the moment. We can assure you we are no danger to you.
What are you talking about, Cabal?
Oh my God!
What?
I give up.
Take a point of inspiration. That was really good. Very nice. RP.
I'm just leaving. Well,
I couldn't remember anything. I'm sorry.
I must warn you. Are you, are you Saphira? Or Tati? Whatever the case is, you know my name, so I'm assuming you are Saphira, but I believe every
Who
time
else did I be?
every time that you've tried to concentrate, you seem to lapse into some sort of state. I'm not too sure what is happening, but I feel like you should stop doing that. For a brief moment, I'll explain to you. For a brief moment, you were not yourself. You were this Tatiana. We all know Tatiana to be the devil's the the devil's lover, no, bride
Pride?
to be, maiden, I don't know.
I don't know, the devil's brother's bride that he killed, and then he took the bride, and then, yeah. I don't know, it's complicated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I don't want you to. I don't want her taking over you if that is what is happening.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't want that either.
For all we know, I look towards Sway. He's probably going to let Strahd know anyway. But anyway, we should keep moving before the other creatures come around. Are we all okay to travel moving forward, or do we need to find a place to rest?
I mean, I think we should move and then, but look for a place to rest at some point.
All right. Shall Rill and I, should we take the lead? Make sure that we don't fall into any other traps.
Oh yeah, because that worked so well. Let's do it.
All right. We'll go side by side and we'll investigate each block as we kind of go forward.
Are we going to check this door?
Let's go there first. Sure.
Okay. You move yourself towards the door, and just like the other one, you are aware that it's completely locked and closed.
Let's open it.
Cabal?
Sorry, guys. Before we go any further, I vaguely remember being in a similar place last time I was in this building. There was a room full of zombies.
Okay, which room is it?
We're close by. I don't specifically know which room, but we're very close to it. Just don't open any more doors without.
But there might be like that woman that they said it was kept captive. That, you know, the Goliath.
Yeah. I'll say, Lilith, you remember you actually were in cells when you were here. So as Riel and Cabal are standing at the door, you have this flash memory of you being on the bottom cell. And you know that there is like a replica to where the north cells, where they came out of.
So down here is a cell that he would have been in.
Yeah, he was on that part. She was on that part, sorry. Or they, I don't know, it's very popular to say they now to Warforges. So they were in that part.
So we need to go down.
Down is where you were.
Yeah, down will take you to another set of cells, like you remember, like same version, mirror version of where they were on the top.
Okay.
And then if you go to your right, that will take you to the place where the zombies. But you also remember that that's not only where they were, that was also where that room was with those crystals. It was kind of that direction as well.
Okay, so
you had to pass by the zombies to get there.
You mean to the left, right? That's where the zombies were.
Yeah, to the left. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know why I said
Okay.
right, left.
So I think in this direction is where the zombies are, and there's also a place where we can teleport out. And if we go down, potentially there's another level of dungeon underneath us that this person might be kept in.
Does the door in front of us just look fully closed? Is there like a little hole?
Make a fate roll.
Ooh, fating of rolls. Okay. 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there is a little gap on it, and it's actually slightly ajar. The door. It's not fully locked.
Let's push it open.
Do you really want to disturb? Too late. Too late. He's pushed it open.
Yep, it's right open, and as you see it open on the distance, you see. Make a perception check. Actually, let's not assume what you see.
What do you see?
Both of you, if you want.
What do my eyes see? I see nothing because Cabal is pretty blind.
Yeah, you got the real with a torch, so you both can do a straight perception.
I mean, his perception is only 1, so he's pretty blind. Yep.
Oh no. Cabal doesn't see a lot, but real, you see some kind of blobs moving in your direction.
I
Oh
knew
no.
Slowly.
I'm going to say, hello, anybody in this cells?
Let me just DM. Let's the DM check this 1 second. Sorry.
Does anybody
see
see it?
anyone on this door? I don't see anyone, but I could be missing someone.
We'll be back after this intermission.
Yeah, nope. You don't see. You see someone actually. There is some kind of on one of the cells here. You see some kind of a body of someone floating on the water. You see also another person that looks like a wizard with a kind of blue robes, kind of close by to you, as well, in one of the cells, and you are unsure. He's too far away. If he's alive, he is very weak to speak. Weak to speak.
Wasn't there a wizard that tried to kill Strahd before? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, you were told that there was the mad wizard who was happened to end up being your master afterward in some kind of disguise.
So it might be him.
But this one is not my master.
Nope. This one seems to be like some kind of humanoid.
What do you see, Real? I can't see this far.
There is like a wizard, well, a man or a person in wizard robes. Maybe
Should we go ahead and get him?
Yeah, let's check. Maybe he's got a book I can borrow.
Okay, so move
Wait,
yourself
did
where you
he
want to.
just tell me there's oozes, or he didn't tell me?
There is a blow. Yeah, something up down here, right? You said.
Yeah, at this point you see it getting closer to you as you guys are speaking, but
And where is the wizard?
the wizard is in this cell here right there. So you could
Leaning
potentially
against the
just
cell.
enter and exit if you are
Sure.
fast.
Let's do that.
All right, I'll quickly break
Which one? The one on the right or left?
this one
On the right.
or this one.
On the right.
On the right. All right.
This one.
Yeah. Okay. And at this point, Cabal, as you are so close, you realize the ooze is right next to you, adjacent to you.
You
But
just told me
you
so far
see-
away.
But real, you realize that this creature who seems to be shackled to the wall of the cell, and as you look at his face, his gray long hair covered his face before, and now you see some skeletal creature with a blue robes and vampire fangs, but he's
Well,
dead.
No, he's not there. Any books?
Make a fate roll.
Please.
No.
Nope, he doesn't have
Nope,
anything.
nope. I ran away.
Disengage. Run.
Yeah, if you both disengage run, you know the creatures won't be able to catch up to you
Close
as
the
long
door.
as you keep moving now. All right, yeah, close the door. Make a. Actually, yeah, fuck it. You close the door.
Okay.
With a bang, and the creatures are locked back in there. You hear them trying to kind of squash towards the door.
We should get out.
But they
You
are
guys
not.
keep moving. If you, I will say, I'll kind of quickly just get everyone around and say, those who have ranged abilities, if you see any creatures, start attacking it straight away. Do not be hesitant. I'll tell Water to come up front with me as well. Just so that we can block them. Any creatures that may come, more oozes that may come towards us. And I will begin making tracks, making investigation checks, so we don't get thrown.
Yeah,
into.
make an investigation check before you move.
Okay.
Check.
Investigation. We're gonna die. Oh no. That's a 12.
Okay. Yeah, you all seems good. Bloodwick, as you step in there, whook, Bloodwick disappears out of you
No.
again,
Yeah.
and you find yourself there on the place
Yeah,
where they
he
were
must be.
exploring. You see a blob there next to you. Cabal, you seem to be okay. Nothing in front of you now.
I think he must have gone into one of the cells.
Check both doors. And go back.
Damn it. Let's go. Wait, don't leave me alone.
Okay, as you are there, War Turtle, a creature just tries to bite you. You get a turn as well. So I'll do an attack here, and then you can react back and do an attack back, okay? So just you can roll if you want now.
Can you not? You're only attacking once or twice?
There is 2, so they will attack twice. Okay, sorry, I cannot access the character sheet of the creature. Come on, fucking creature. Okay, so yeah, that's why. Alright, so yep, so 2 attacks towards you. Alright, cool. So your attack will be a disadvantage for Turtle, so roll again. And his attacks will be at advantage. Alright, so he will hit, but they will hit you first as well. And as he hits you, he will give you 2 points of bludgeoning and 5 acid. You are not raging anymore. So that will be 7 points of damage. And your AC goes down by 1 more as well to 13 now. And then you hit it with this attack and make 1 more attack. You have 2 attacks. So this is the first. That will be both attack. Yeah, but make 2 more. Okay. So yeah, this one will hit the creature as well. And as you hit it, it will be 11 points of damage. And the creature is looking wounded, but they will have a turn before you. Is there anything else you want to do apart from attacking them?
I'll climb up to the ceiling.
Okay. Make dexterity check as you do.
Oh, I did that disadvantage.
Yeah, no, it's fine. With a 21, you get there. However, the creatures, as you go up, they take 2 attacks on opportunity on you. Natural 20 and a 22, they both hit. So as they do, with 1 attack, you take 11, 14 points of damage. And with the other one, you take 3 points of damage. So for a total of 17 points, 17 points of damage. So 14, yeah, 14 and 3, so 20, sorry. For 17, sorry, total. And what would you like to do, War Turtle? For the rest of you, you hear War Turtle battling there with some creature. You hear his eye moving and the door is closed, Cabal. Do you want to do something as
I'll
well?
push the door open.
Okay.
He's here! And I will step inside, and wherever the creatures are, and start swinging at them.
Okay. Yeah. I'll tell you it's for free. Move where you can move 1 more space forward as you are with your weapon. How long does the light of your weapon last for?
Until a short rest.
Until you take a short rest. Yeah.
Or I go down. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you still got the light. So make 2 attacks or 3, whichever one you want.
Alright. We still with
The
disadvantage?
creatures are right. Yeah, the creatures are right in front of you
Okay. So
at
18 to
this
hit.
point. Yeah, that hits.
10 points of damage.
Okay, that creature goes down. Any specific way you want to kill it?
Nope. I just straight away go down, slice that one too, and I'm gonna swing my glaive towards the right and attack the second one.
Okay, amazing. This one has not been touched yet.
Alright. 18 to
Yeah,
hit.
but you will hit it, and for 19 points of damage, the creature is really wounded, and as he's angry, that was the opportunity attack, so they will take a turn. So he will attack you once, Cabal, in your direction.
No, I still have another attack.
Okay, so do it then before that happens. Sorry. So go ahead, because this might not happen then.
This 18 to hit, and this time.
Yeah, that definitely hits, and then you obliterate the creature, and he gets splatted.
Alright. Come on. Get out of there. Let's go. Is he stuck in there? No, I'm not even gonna. He can open the door
no.
himself.
No, he is actually stuck in there. The door is locked.
Can you get yourself
behind.
out, Bloodwick?
Yeah, I'll try to bash the door open.
Okay, all right. Make a strength athletics check. Straight draw. Yeah, with a 26, you bash the door, and it bursts as you do that. And
But
also,
now I want to walk on the ceiling at all times. Though.
all right, amazing. Okay, and let me just go through the cells to see if there's anything interesting that you see that I missed. Yeah, you actually see some more gold and stuff like that on the floor as well.
Yeah, if it's gold, I'll just leave it.
Okay. All right.
I walk on the ceiling on top of Cabal.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. And you are back there. Real. Make an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Because at this point you start to realize that these traps are very magical, and you sense you are not sure in which square, whether in front or on the side of you, but you are aware that there is some kind of magical trap once more, like the one that you were told to just fell off on. Sorry.
18.
Yeah, with an 18, you know there is one right in front, but you are not sure where square in front of you or on the square in front of Cabal.
I'm gonna grab Rill and throw him in the front of mine. No, I'm joking.
No! You haven't seen this, no Squid Game
No
in
squid,
this
no squidding.
universe. Maybe we can jump. Let's jump.
I can jump over that.
Yeah, you could potentially do so. You won't require a check. Let's say that you both jump it. It takes a bit of time. War Turtle, you're traveling on the ceiling.
I will
so it's
point
fine.
it out to the guys behind. Just before the corner, the 5 feet before, you'll have to jump it because there is something there.
I'll put you there. Makes more
Yeah.
sense.
So, guys, the rest of you, what are you guys doing behind Sway, Scratch, Safira, and Lilith and Claudia?
She is going to. Oh no! What's happened? Let's go.
Yeah, don't step here. No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, no.
No, she goes. Start
All
flying.
right. As you do that, let's say that you are teleported back to the cell, and then you manage to get out. You are back all here again, and you deactivated that trap now. What about the two Thomas characters, Scratch and Sway? What do you
They're
guys
fighting to
do?
the death in the back.
No.
Well, so Lilith will kind of run and hop over this square.
Okay. Yeah, you keep moving, and you manage to overcome all the traps. Move your tokens, Tom, please.
Oh,
Okay, and I'll give you a little bit of description what you see as you enter this chamber. You see that there is dark and low shapes thrust up out of the still blackish water that fills this 50-foot square room. The ceiling of it is festooned with hanging chains that look like black webs, strands. A balcony sits at the north wall, overlooks the room, and it has two large thrones sitting atop it, with a red velvet curtain behind it. And you do remember, Lily, that's the velvet curtain that you crossed to get to the room where the braziers were.
Right.
And then as you are realizing, you look around the water and see some racks, Iron Maiden, stocks, and other instruments of torture. The skeletons of the last victims that lied be inside here. And then you realize that some zombies are also here. I'll give you a little bit of I'll show you this. Can you guys see it?
No, we can see it.
You see this zombie
No,
If we
I don't
creeping
don't,
want to
out
see it.
of
No,
if we
no.
don't see it, does that mean they're not there?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it at
Oh,
all.
God.
I don't see those zombies in the water.
and as this happened, should we do a new initiative? Or are
This
you
was
guys happy to follow this initiative?
Yeah, just follow it. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I vote
Everyone
to
else is
keep
okay?
going.
Okay. So as you keep going, you realize that these zombies start to coalesce together into some kind of zombie clots. And out of the
my
water,
God.
these three huge lump of zombies merge together, kind of like squealing and making noises, rise. They are huge creatures. They're just like a conglomeration of zombies.
Did I just hear one sneeze? Oh no.
And I will give you, however, this room once more, it's got murky water, kind of heavily obscured, and it's hard to see. And this is the size of the creatures you see in front of you.
oh, fuck's sakes.
Scratch, roll initiative for Sway, please. I'll add Sway into the initiative.
So they're above water, right? These guys.
Are
Yeah,
we
they are
rolling
huge
initiatives?
creatures. We're gonna leave it here. Just
Okay.
yeah, I think so, right? What do you guys think? Do you wanna
Yeah.
should we do 10 minutes? One turn and then we leave it there? Just to give it to 10:30, is that okay?
I mean, that's a bit of a tease for me, really.
Okay. Alright, if you guys we can leave it here. So let's say yeah, let's leave it right here then. What is everyone feels? Is everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's do that. So as these zombies rise out of the Sway's, we'll calculate Sway's modifier later, and then this happens, and you guys can see this throne room looking down upon you, and almost like in a dream, you can feel the eyes of the devil lurking, looking at you from somewhere above the castle, in a room awaiting for your death. All right, and that's what we'll leave it for tonight. Welcome to the never-ending dungeon.
Well, we've been to a few rooms. We'll get in there. We'll slowly get there.
Is Strahd sitting in his room drinking from his fine goblet?
Yeah, you see his fine
Looking into
goblet.
the pool of like a black water, and he's watching it like a show, reality show.
Yeah, that's what you, as you look up, actually, as you all enter the room, look up, you see that those two chairs, they probably belong to the old king and queen of this castle, or even Strahd himself and his bride. And he used to actually do like a cinema show here and see how the people are shouting and suffering, and probably have a little warm blood snack or whoever, or a corpse, and he was probably drinking it here while all these people were suffering and screaming in there. So yeah, amazing, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoy the game as I did. It was fucking amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was really cool. I loved it. I've been so looking forward to this castle for so long. I feel like I'm on top of the castle now. It's a very challenging. How will I say? It's a very challenging place for a DM, but I think I'm doing good. And I'm very happy with it. And you guys are amazing. So thanks to you for helping me to make it possible. And actually, that sword, Saphira, will self-attune to you within a minute. So at this point, that you will feel the sword that has attuned to you, even if you don't want to somehow. That's part of the sword itself. So you are attuned to that sword.
No, I should have gotten rid of it.
All right, amazing. Let me just open my docs. Does anyone want to say anything to our viewers?
Thank you. We will come out of this alive, hopefully. Well, some of us will. And if we don't, then
we don't.
We don't. Thank you for joining us on our journey. Until we roll new characters.
Yeah. You all have feels like a video game. That's safe. So if your character dies, you get to get a new character right away and have a new race. So death is not final for everyone except Saphira, who will die. I'm sorry. Unless Tatiana saves you. Maybe you can play Tatiana.
No, okay.
Wow.
No, I'm just being honest. All right. So thank you, guys. Always a pleasure hanging around with you. Please help us support our channel. Give us a follow. Tell your friends. Just help us on the algorithm. And thanks for James Webster at RPG Art for the amazing scenes displaying the episode. To Darren Curtis for his amazing music that we are listening to. And have a great week. We'll see you on Tuesday on the Seal Pages of Bearglass with our different group of heroes with Mo and IDM. Otherwise, we'll see you here on Sunday. But before that, Neil, what did you want to say? I cut you off. Sorry.
Happy Sunday? I don't know.
You said that you were going to tell us. You and Tom were going to say something to us in the beginning. Is this on or off stream?
Oh, I was just gonna tell you that the surprise is that Sua is back. That was the surprise.
Oh, that's the surprise. Oh.
Yeah,
the worst surprise ever.
Yeah, exactly, the worst.
We don't want. We want another one. Give us another surprise. We don't want this.
I don't like this
I'll
one.
give you a surprise. As you look back to Sway,
Oh no!
As you look back to Scratch next to Sway, Scratch starts walking weirdly, and all of a sudden, like he just sees a shadow out of nowhere, he just starts running up the stairs and he vanishes into the way you came.
What? No! What the? Oh.
Scratch, for a second, you saw the face of Strahd looking at you, and in the moment you looked at it, you felt like a compulsion to obey him, and he told you, "Come to me now."
Come here, little kitty. Come on, kitty. That's
So
what he
Kitty
said.
just goes out of, disappears. So that's the last thing you guys see. As Scratch goes up the stairs and
I didn't hit
vanishes.
him with my 16.
Right. Time to kill Sway.
Yep. Now if you kill Sway, that's all you have. So think it twice.
Kill
All right.
Sway.
Hashtag kill Sway.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh gosh. Liz got,
Horrible.
Liz got murder in her eyes again.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Good night. Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Thanks for
Good
watching.
night.
Ciao. Love you
Bye,
all.
good night.
Good night.